14 minutes and a Ghana a concede a you kukram yebeti and they say ye diabetes how to pay just say ye dia kano ye babeka ye match no ehun sem na anopay there amon na ne and some ni nyina wo fia e san say the course enra no e wo say ye dun komo menim say enra there were a lot of Ghanaians and why do I keep saying enra and na ahomachin na pay anopetututu a lot of Ghanaians and they behind their televisions omo echo viewing centers ahodo watch parties echo so any adomo call sports ahodo omo mo so omo ewo dan mu no na je say uhu de echo so ewo eye Ghana ye team ni mo na enra minim de obeka e de afa ye performance no Black Stars performance no wankasa san ena usi hu no na de hu no ene de nyina ye hu no ene ye ka bom na ye de ho nkomo enso etumi ediaba na afie no ya hwe the way forward edema our national team because said ye esi akoya no say e wo World Cup no de ye wie run of 32 ye de na ba na wie nti say e also be start preparations towards the next competitions meaning say ye wo qualifiers e be AFCON qualifiers e be ho na afie the next World Cup qualifiers no e also ye ho ni ehihye niema yi because e also ehihye niema yi pa na enra nkomo so de enkomo so de yatibi pa ahomachi enkomo yatibi vat even say ye nyina hwe game owie na yapon game no be 3:30 something oh no be afro na opeso no have conversations about the game etiase enra no nyina ekoso but that late akona can I go to me sorry aba no person tia utu say be ma bere pa ba to wende e wo se ba na ye besom eye Ghana fo nti no ya be besom sorry so 12 o'clock na twese ambitious enso etimi aba e de akanyina enso ade aba beso so na me won say after the game no individual players be on my ye bo mudin for good reasons. There are others ye bo mudin for the bad reasons. Coach Carlos Queiroz ye nyina ye wa ha emra ye bo editia Panama ye bo England match no Meshada messages on Facebook ABA phone lines are near a coach and say with the kind of performance I know they are in our first two games no ubenya say yetimi maintain a coach we are now a lot of yeah need din komo nyina say e was temper you maintain a coach na new contract na otwase minim se bia your last two matches against Croatia and a Colombia no ebe ma wa adwene asesa na a question me bisa ba ko anope eno no say initially bia na we for say coach no ye ma no a new contract na you make sure say maintain no amana ye the coach for the national team but ye ne a Croatia ye ne Colombia ewie ye no adwene sesa ye bi enso atimi aba na obachira wadwene oko ye Facebook page one ma meso oko search engine one wabashim Pure FM TV video no ebe ya ba na wa like share na fi no comment bi a wo bia no wo de no so e de ato ase na ya kenken ni nyina enso de ama sanso na enche ye be live e wo YouTube na wanya kwan a monitor share de dwumadi no enso ebisi akọ ayoropei e wo ayisu no so ntino ye ni nkomo ye mo nkomo ni pi na me won say ebi no so say there are some certain players in the team almost on Saturday now no Algeria free ma omo free mu na dressing room and obi to say Riyad Mahrez on the captain for the national team omo free ma pe na Mahrez say or the osumni nyina eba na wie when it comes to the national duties no or the nyina eba na wie they also ye bia ba be sa yen sem na ba ya no me say Ghana ebi mo say you players almost no ebia a due time they will also have to do the honorable thing. Now, if you say players are buying and award the current setup more, I want to see a movie forward. What I say, I want to see a movie forward because now I'm saying Otoado buy and no my say likes of Andre, I want to see a movie forward from Andre, NOE Andre, 83 Black Stars. With the current crop of players, no, why would I feel, sir? I was a national team, no, a movie forward. Now, you that to say, they shouldn't be part of the national team again. Now, you see a building team, no, and so Eddie Akope baby Eddie because and a lot of Nema and a course and you know how me baby and I made game. I was 1759. Na Mirafo nim Kokorafo, you know, me transfer we game no. Mammy penny for Papa penny for so many large penny ever transfer that late say almost had the national new year now quite disappointment no. Ne hardjene party. Yebe Ninyaniaka. Say Christian, Ewa Obetine Kane, Yabaka Human so near to Chim community and so Ewa Humana so. Also, Oya Ghana, Yabama kind of him now do a drencher and so et me about Jacob. I choose any production team no Ewa has ya. Womo Ebo Juma. Me the Andrew so we waiting from Andy Caslas. May tell Eddie Chairman right can come on. Welcome on board. We the weekend edition of Pure Air Sports. Yet in Kunya Seba sorry so just 12 abo naturally say ya sorry in Kuya so Nadiaka and so etinyaba. Sir Christian, good morning.
Yeah, good morning Andy.
Na bibiaboko.
Oh, anyaboko sa nipa bre efrinra na besinde. Me cry dey start from Thursday no besimra e besinde. Ni we dey no bre na adwini mu so abre. Eni ntino enye blasters na abo game pa Ghana for payati ya and can adwumani seng bia nka mo de trata be fami free but service to mankind tinesi e ba de besom enti nyaboko sa baby enu wa yeboko adwimu botom mehi botom afrim botom nyeboko adwimu nyeboko widi mu nyeboko aja ase enti mini peduani nyina baby esema bibia yeboko no bibia enu wa yeboko bibia nyeboko sa bibia nye
ena obi se ka no heku
ya no heku ena yasai esiripe bisaman fo so omuda se omuda tambe
my next question baby sanu say
omuda tambe
wa wetin ya sorry no pay ya waba live abe join ya wo be show no wa we tie me on radio bibacho free enra one kasa wo normal time I did that anyway see no pay on a regular hour sorry tie no what that for how long how many hours and I would the other hour sorry no pay which as we speak over 200 people are more here on Facebook no maybe some say order for how long waiting to see the national team play obi onoma some of us you decided say ye nakra
e be nai
time am pay free better abontin no but started here the first game Egypt match no
yeah
me here no year and I be Argentina match no
Argentina ni Cape Verde
yeah and I dey here Colombia Ghana there and so
yes
na minimara mami musa Ghana for say and I wonder for how long
advantage woman is a Saturday also about game ni ne but either so be can enra and depending on baby on pakro omo American if he game ni enra yeah o Ghana he game ni ne so depending on a location and obeka say game no hwe na either enra and I say ne yeah he game no enne de Andy me made me ti to keteso no now about 345 me sorry free keteso no now about 520 utiti free more less than be 2 hours sleep what I say be 2 hours enti nyame nko a ene bi nso kra nai ene bi nso kra so he bo no abonten munya nko fi ebi dia fa ho a dia excuse da so ti abonten sa mpacho bo ne apon ko fie Ghana so qualify bo mo dia ne ko fie ade e bo Ghana fo nyina ne se ene Saturday ayen ko adwuma just imagine say nke bo game be Thursday ena ebo no time na ebo no ena nka ade achi ama ko adwuma se de ya ba adwuma ya and me sure say can be ebe absent wo adwuma mu be ntimi ngo adwuma ne
ade ba ko so ebo a ye nuanom a omo te say Doom any central market in there. Don't say Oba Ashanti region. I said the first Saturday of every month, you know. Year cleaning.
Yes.
Our town, you know. Shops are allowed to open after 12. And be in Chiledia. Because of that, in Tubenya time, Adakakra.
There be no one ebe jumano. Oh, die day.
No grand now.
More shop na ni the simon to shop no na mo make cleaning. Entino oh dan wa ko cleaning da bay wanye cleaning na zuba de ba ko next week o
also do
345 yeah 345
yeah we game no no I was na guys ni bi on ma at that time maybe mo enya ka nkofi
yes
see now say you say bia e be drop bi mo see me aka say ya me wura inside me ko shower ba ya me fa me phone reason me have phone so no na I think 12 minutes to 5 and
I would do fee
and say me shower we am be fam
and it's all night now 12 minutes to 5 there now what I how you be from now umfa because county me sorry measure me
and
county me sorry measure me
and me sorry say me ba ejuma so no like me track e ba bi pie free fee no na around I think 702 and I'm free say maybe to her what it free ma yenko bi kwa na akwasi adoma ko free Belgium abag Ghana na osi anu a onu ne mani nyina e wa anoma anyi and omo tra TV mo so omo game baron de oso otimi da be 4 hours
okay
I was here to so kakra
in so the so say be a pong game na wadasa sorry be e be 8 more baby what I say band ntimi sorry 8 o sorry 8 atambe na o free fia ba adwuma mu e bi kura se ye kura bi enware ye enware ba jaw enware to
from morning start I slept 5:30 a.m. UK time. Ken Politica, I say sleeping 4:45 and waking up 5 o'clock. Man has to go to work. And the Dusty, I say I slept just for 3 hours. Tika Steve, I say Andy, I do same as you. I do same as you. Say I'm dying, I don't know. Bafo, I say I haven't sleep at all. I am dozing at work. So 20. Activate. Emmanuel Jean essay. I have not slept and planning now to sleep because today is my off day. Any other feel? And then your off day. Ogidi say why Ghanaian players couldn't play seriously and aggressively as Cape stood toe to toe against almighty Argentina. Honestly, they are there. Maybe sir, time bang and what for how long? I don't pay. From time out here, give never see cyber because what for how long? Emmanuel Insia say, I am in UK. Came back from 12-hour shift. I worked yesterday. Stayed awake to watch the match at 2:30. I haven't slept and I am at work doing another 12-hour shift. Feeling so disappointed. Michael Dako or say I slept for only 1 hour, Andy. I wasted my time to watch the most ugly football in this tournament up Richmond Owusu Japan. Richmond Owusu Japan say I slept for only 2 hours. Emmanuel Kofiamanko say I slept 1 hour here at Joburg and we are 2 hours ahead after the match. It was 6 a.m. Kamis essay or hey Eddie free in Napoli. Na also Edda for 1 hour. Sisia Oye Juma. Na Ibrahim see me, I slept after 87th minute of the game.
On party tibia. On siripe mamu matete ni sa.
After announcement no sleep tonight. Back at work. That is the one anakra. Kofi Yesu. I say the game was at 3:30 a.m. here in Libya. I slept 5:40 a.m. and woke up 8 a.m. Gidi Daniel, I stopped work today. I watched it 10 a.m. Japanese time. Kwadwo Yabo say I couldn't sleep. Man must work. Ohe from Woos. I wanna Ohe a game no. Hey, asamu na. Eno pa yenya opportunity. Kevert against Argentina. Na yehe shan game ni wiye. Na yesan so be Black Stars and Colombia. Me Christian no kra na say enra before the game. Obi ana say woma game na ye hu bia na Colombia do be say Colombia the team no money and they me I was just fighting them because na Argentina ne France na ne no ko ne Colombia. On the FIFA ranking, Colombia are ahead of us. I admit that. But na me nyin tum say ye ne Colombia ko bo ntino ye nwu ye hu say de ye ne France bi e na na kwa akusi akan. But for the performance team no dan edi nra na de avem say obi anu kasa say obi anu I vindicated e won nkoma no odi especially after watching Kevert. My goodness. Kevert and Argentina and the Siakai Argentina Kevert and Argentina call extra time almost force Argentina to play an extra 30 minutes in the game. Nah
yana kasa ompo mani yensino bia ba me ade enye yi me pese me ba ka che se be ya ma yode me enye that is why before say be call this World Cup me catch no bia say lower down your expectations because Blaster team here they call World Cup no Ghana call World Cup but the West team I they call World Cup no as our team they call this World Cup we to worsen the case sa Nigeria changing a buy na answer man temno esa she mi Nigeria no kina say World Cup wa ye koyi ye nkonko ye bibi papa bi asa and me nkola na most I believe no there were so many Ghanaians now they shared my belief but they raise your more expectation. Hey, the way I started World Cup no your boy first game ni we no okay your boy first game it was against Panama. We struggled to win against Panama, but the most important thing at the World Cup is that the way you win sometimes do not matter. Just win. Then you have 3 points. And I said Panama we quite fast to say Panama no. And who said in here Ghana winning? You get 3 points at home. Then now man for who said the biggest game in the group. An England game no. The way we played against England, the way we defended against England, you know, and a man Ghana for no do na gide say there be team we are near say enkoye our World Cup, you know. Afi de gide kakraba. So the same Blasters and a man Ghana for hope say e bi o betimi akwa bibi at this World Cup. Mandy, before say about Blasters in sense no so no. You take a minute, more than a minute. Ni acknowledge a Keved. Now, the first time a Keved ever walk up in you.
Yeah.
Keved ever walk up no. The first game was against the current European champion. And a Keved, the first point at the World Cup against the current European champion in Spain. Andy, Spain no any the just current European champion no. Sieka one of the favorites I bet me aji World Cup here. Some for the Spain ka ho. But Cape Verde now a small country. Small as in population. Any land size in Nano. Cape Verde is just a small country. Or more World Cup be that.
Yeah.
Now Cape Verde ba World Cup no and the baptism of fire. So the first game no bad bono. Omomontia Spain. Amo Cape Verde. Cape Verde stood against Spain. Yeah, we a game no. Na Cape Verde at the 1 point Kofi. As if that was not good enough. And I won't start, na worse enough. Andy, obo a Spain we Cape Verde next game was against, I think they played against Uruguay. So Spain the current champion of Europe. Spain former champion of the World Cup. Spain had the World Cup they be paying in 2010. Owie na no osaibo botia Uruguay and also agi World Cup no on 2 different occasions. Another former champion of the world. Sabuni mwa you started World Cup no. Uruguay energy the first one in 1930. Bia beka say Uruguay agi in 1930 because they were the host. Bandi oji 1930 we no. Uruguay again came back and won the World Cup again around 1970 thereabout. We no and outside Saudi Arabia about 0-0. Cape Verde in the group with Spain, Uruguay and Saudi Arabia no. Na Cape Verde atosumienu in the group. Cape Verde is one of the reasons in here Uruguay and Jimmy qualify you. Ye bo group review no. Uruguay na oye waji World Cup twice no. And you confie one Jimmy qualify in group stage no. And Cape Verde etosumiensa. Etosumienu. E qualify automatically to the next stage. Andy, to worsen their case, Cape Verde about Spain, Cape Verde about Uruguay, Cape Verde about Saudi Arabia, run 32. Yam Sanfa team Nikoma Cape Verde, ye de Argentina and the Cape Verde. Andy, Cape Verde about the current European champion run 32 was about the current champions of the world in Argentina. See a more World Cup we MOB ye trophy free Argentina and Samoa. Ye can the current champion in the world Argentina. And no kwaya omufiri mu na World Cup Randy at any point in time team be betime film. Ebedu stage bi no na ka for pe. 4 na ebedu semi final no and about to the last limit of the World Cup at every single stage bia no team be film. By kwaya obe film no Andy either see ebe kai wo. So I believe a lasting memory at the World Cup, and I think Cape Verde I leave a lasting memory at the World Cup. Now, I saw a Cape Verde, and they played without fear, regardless of the opposition. Cape Verde no fear. They don't feel timid. Say, hey, yeah, Cape Verde, and any Messi bobo, yeah, Cape Verde. And Argentina ball, Yen Cape Verde, and any Spain ball. And the opposition, the atmosphere, the venue never intimidated a Cape Verde, and they play like men. Enra against how many Uruguay no? How many say first goal boy? They scored the first goal. And Uruguay better and they go 2-1. They still fought back and Yadina make no. Against Uruguay, they scored the first goal. Uruguay better 2-1. But they fought back and equalized and the game go 2-2. And look at the way they played against Argentina. Argentina they say first goal. Messi goal also there. Andy, Messi na they beat Manchester goal no. The pass that came, and the control, the first touch, and the finish. Leo Messi na they beat Manchester goal na was say no. So only Argentina ebo game. Na Leo Messi enya goal. Normally a country as small as Cape Verde no. and the Caribbean Quebetia Bunabem. But go and watch how Kivet got the equalizer. On 2 different occasions, Argentina say no mati. Na Argentina say no mati. Now she almost second goal no. Sa Kevin Pina no. Andy, unim say a left back. Na be a Varela and they say almost second goal no. Andy, he is a left back. And the kind of finish, so Andy say maybe some of the goals of the tournament. Sa Kevet second equalizer no. Ebetimia contested for one of the goals of this tournament. And to push Argentina to extra time. Andy, Udim said Argentina in the last 10 minutes of the game, you know. Team and a pong game, you know. Now Argentina. Because the way Kevet were playing, you know. Na Argentina nkono na referee apon say enye Kevet ball no boy na ena ke team bi say opese yapon tem a say Kevet say referee pon tem. But Argentina rather wanted the game to end because of the way Kevet played. Now they played against Argentina. Argentina had 21 shots. 10 of the 21 shots were on target. Bandy, again, Vozina no, Esa Bejuma, Emeki 8 crucial saves. 8. Now, Argentina bought 21 shots. No. The reason why Esa we appreciate Kevet is say Argentina bought 21 shots. Enya 7 of the 21 shots on target. No. Kevet enya 15 shots against Argentina and 15 shots. 15 shots no. And of saying 5 of the 15 shots on target and they scored 2 of the 5 shots on target. Nobody near me TA. First about 10 minutes in a week no. Na Kevet etimia pushi Argentina to an extra time. What makes their story so amazing is that in regulation time, they played against Spain, they played against Uruguay, they played against Argentina, they remained unbeaten in 90 minutes. Are you not impressed? They played against Spain. 90 minutes they were not beaten. They played against Uruguay. 90 minutes they were not beaten. They played against Argentina, defending champion, probably one of the favorites to win the World Cup. No, still no near the Kevet within 90 minutes. Argentina team share Kevet. Now, Mekai BBC article here was it the world will not forget about Kevet after this World Cup. Your boy World Cup here, you know. Sir, underdog stories, you know. Country back will be a rain feeding that after this World Cup, you know. Kevet. Now, when they came to this tournament, you know, they were ranked 67th. Before they ever started this World Cup, you know, now Kevet ranked 67th. But Andy, Yamo World Cup, you know, now Kevet moving into from there 30th upwards. Because teams like Kevet no boy, you know. Teams are omunina Kevet enya draw tia omwa. Kevet ebenya more points. And right after this World Cup, you know, Kevet ebe movie so many places upwards. Now, me say we expand the World Cup, you know, from 32 countries and they call 48. Emma World Cup no nyede. But Kevet for that they say the expansion of the World Cup from 32 to 48 countries, you know, I'm a Kevet story. Now, more beyond Enfan Koshe, World Cup na expand, you know, and until Kevet qualify. Andy, Kevet qualify automatically. Enfan Tuja, Kevet qualify automatically. Wakobo playoff. Yabo World Cup qualifiers, you know. Now Kevet were in the group D. Kevet and Cameroon qualify. They topped their group with 23 points. And Cameroon and 19 points. Uyamu group na Libya na Angola na Mauritius and Eswatini Kevet and a topping group no. Kevet and a pushy Cameroon. Emma Cameroon Ecobo playoff. Cameroon entry and qualify. Mandy, what a story Vosina Enya at this World Cup.
An amazing story for the 40-year-old.
40-year. What do you say, Oni club?
A free agent.
No, see a client or Portugal, Timbi, Chavez. Baby, I've seen any see a client. The contract I spy. So before say all back into this World Cup, no. Now Brenton already 40 years, no. Now Oni club, just say Oni club cry, say. Bandi Ejuma Akrana Babaye no, and Akra Papa no, Ababaye at this World Cup, no. I'm very sure, so even though we're 40 years. But some clubs be able to show interest or make the services. If not for a long term, bear 1 year, 2 years be there. Ebia any mainstream Europe. But Saudi ho baby, even America ho baby cry no. A brand naturally say, man a 2-year contractor. He has so much quality to give. Now the reason why Enra we pushing game no to extra time no was not just because of the goal that they scored. But because again, Vozina also decided say he will come to the party and ra. Now the 8 saves no no. Sometimes you mean person judge goalkeepers based on a clean sheet because a goalkeeper be better that go no more. Now I make 1 single save. But you no no clean sheet or when you clean sheet. Say what the clean sheet judge a players are. And I goalkeepers are. And something me, I don't agree with that criteria. Because some goalkeepers make a clean sheet, but don't make even a single save. Benra, Andy, 8 saves. 8.
Vosinia.
And when you Argentina, Unim say Ofimono. So far, some goalkeepers are making more saves in the World Cup. As a loy room no. So guys a long room no. Crucial for goalkeeper no. O make 26.
Yeah.
Orlando Gil, I will see a kind of Paraguay. And make 19 saves. The next goalkeeper, I will make more saves at this World Cup no. Sir, Kevin for goalkeeper no. 18 saves at the World Cup. So 86. And then ranking A goalkeepers are. And the minister was saying about World Cup no. Near beside say, but 3 goalkeepers are making mark at this World Cup. On the crowd, my game,
18 saves from 74 shots.
Yes, 18 saves from 74 shots.
Oh,
18. And so all the saves and the ranking goalkeepers now. So 40-year-old Vozina no, ranking 3rd at the World Cup. Now, 20 years ago. Unim said Ghana qualified for our first World Cup in 2006. Na Kevin we group. He qualified for the first time in 2006. Sa qualification group no Ghana, South Africa, and Burkina. I don't remember so, but I mean say Kevin, DRC, South Africa, Burkina Faso, Uganda. Yachi Kevin ukroma say. Esho mu 2-0. Second leg, you know, Kevad for Amono Kevad, you money neutral ground. You come game with Tunisia. Blasters Ekoti Kevad, SN Can 9 Kevad Antinyanti. And 20 years ago, Ghana Echi Kevad home and away Ebony 6-0 in a World Cup qualifier. But the same Kevad came to 2023 AFCON and beat Ghana by 2-1. Don't forget. Kevad now 20 years ago. 2006, he qualified for the World Cup. Because he said South Africa, 3-0 Chroma say, and a question 2-0. Our FMB Stadium, Johannesburg. Team Bakwe shared home and away. Keved 2-0 in Kumasi, 4-0 in Tunisia. Ne Keved for home. Bandi, the gap between Ghana and Keved, you know. So more closely here, and almost I home. Kevad enclosed the gap between Ghana 20 years ago. The gap between Ghana and Kevad say amuma 2 years and the born Kevad airborne Kevad assign and the way they qualify, the way they played, and the Ube free. By quite a photo be free no. And I mean about for Abasu. Enra how many teams they bet me are standing toe to toe with Argentina? Teams do not say. Argentina will score. They will not sit back. They will not defend. When they needed to defend, they will defend. When they needed to attack, Cape Verde will attack. And on more attack here, and they were dangerous and clinical. This World Cup here, we teams do not say that the bomb, you know, at Argentina net. It's only Cape Verde. Cape Verde the only team one or the bomb, you know, at Argentina net at this year's World Cup. So one of the stories I think say World Cup we the Cape Verde story. And 20 years ago, na Cape Verde Ghana, the gap was big. The gap between Ghana and Cape Verde, it was that big. By now, Cape Verde, yeah, ranking teams now. Ghana may be ranked ahead of Cape Verde in this World Cup. You know why? Because at least Ghana won a game. Who's a Cape Verde win a game? Yeah. The games of boy in and group stages or draw. And run 32 no. Technically, or sa draw game no. Bandy, look at the quality of the position that Cape Verde Domoboya. Cape Verde remained unbeaten in 4 games. They needed to push Argentina to extra time. Sa Cape Verde 4 players no. Me de mania Germany pa. As a 40-year-old Vosina no. And the only club. But for this performance, I will not be surprised. Say a teams be ever start to show interest. Even those OF who's only 40 years could be yeah. Teams can show interest. Oh mono, ever limited. But after this performance, what I say were better than most goalkeepers are. Year 20 years, year 25 years, year 28 years. Were better than most of these goalkeepers. Year younger. So a goalkeeping project. Not long term. Now a short term, ebia wo goalkeeping issue. Open 2 years be, e dey solve this goalkeeping issue now. Andy, this Vosina 40-year-old goalkeeper no, should be your target.
Solid goalkeeper, and the story no alongside the story of Cape Verde or this year's World Cup participation has been so amazing, and we are sure. So yeah, I follow a World Cup, this year's World Cup, Obia ebeja tumse enkofona be chiribi bienra mihu a side Christian. Even with unim before game no time omo pair Argentina no. Vozina ebedi nkomubi about Leo Messi. Ne affection for Leo Messi. Me kai say oka 7 DJ game say any as akwa Messi be share be team go Messi bo be hwe ni sa. Also that was the notion.
Yeah.
Enra game no. Eba be share say be dia ne owu an we first half na so mo wie. But and Chris so on 2 goals no mo say na.
Me the second goal no. Me unu say sa second goal no kra. Baby omo pass the ball in free. Argentina were pressing Emra. Sorry Argentina time and they recover balls very quickly. Yes.
Omo lose you quickly no match ball no. In their own penalty box no me who say Vizina na ball about almost no to so we kaya no to Argentina for no. Kofi Sabi say ade ba ko betia ka Masa enra no tinkamu
tinkamu
sa second goal no
na
the sister one second goal build up Libya from their goalkeeper. I think the only ball boy and long time about this call made the home of the bread goal. There can short passes
and work ethics. Say Argentina for your ball no. Now they needed to defend that. And you see them having numbers in their area.
Yeah.
Say so more attack here. As some also say Argentina from when they needed to attack, suddenly you see them moving into attacking positions. And what almost second goal no. Mr. Abian no nya da janko hebia. We just spend about 5 minutes na ko YouTube. Ubenya YouTube highlight no way. The second goal, the goal was scored by a left back Lopez Cabral. Osia Kanema Trabzonspor Turkey. Andy, that goal should not be scored by a left back. Lami Yama I release that kind of
on the right in the shares or
left and on the right or Kelly on the right in the share ball. goalkeeper so I was saying no. Amy Martinez and the Amy Martinez at the World Cup. No, let me sound a bit controversial. Amy Martinez at the World Cup, relative to the World Cup, a better goalkeeper than Courtois at the World Cup.
At the World Cup, I agree.
But maybe on the board they say no. Amy Martinez, who the Amy Martinez meaning the go push no, kabo sala obeshe go no. And I think that in as much as say Yediare, in as much as say Africa did 10 teams score here. Now I qualify to run 32. Now I call run 16. Now I come you no penal. Country back who free more. We are saying for nany no. We are feeling very proud of what they came to the World Cup to do. No, Kived. And no, unafraid. It doesn't matter the opposition. And no, unafraid to take adventure.
Tell me your point. Me also now stadium no dominated by the Argentines. Argentina from Kwan.
Yes.
But I know a time on phone game no. Go and watch that moment again. Omo bon some Saadima Kived players no. They were just clapping for them because hey
Argentina match.
Also Argentina shared a goal. Even their coach was not able to celebrate.
Yes.
Because game more day pass and when you saw go we say there. A lot of coaches could be test back. But only Sabo Argentina share Sabo and most what they say for the name says because at a point we have no quarter say oh team is but their coach Bobista.
Also Ubikra na Oba World Cup you know nya go to Argentina by simply scoring a goal against Argentina no e be your achievement. And at a point game no they were crying. For Kived to play a game against Argentina, push the game to extra time. Now Argentina show almost 3-2. Now you see Kived players, you know, crying means that Andy they did not want to end their World Cup journey, even though they played against Argentina.
Okay.
Now this is also surprising. Say at this World Cup, Kived achieved more goals than Ghana at this World Cup.
Ghana say
2. Kived then rank on your 2 against Argentina, when you're 2 against Uruguay. Kived S4, who say against Spain 1 share, only Saudi 1 share, but only Uruguay was 2, and then on your 2 against Argentina. And me say the quality of the position na Kived no mabono. So who be Samia? The African teams like World Cup no. They was there tougher oppositions pa no. Kived. So rank African teams na World Cup no. The teams on no boy and dia. And the rank Kived as number 1. But Kived up boss our games in nyina no. Obi antimi anhye Kived, obi antimi anhye wo mo. Now here moving away from Kived story no. Now African football is moving away from the west to the north. Club football na kay west and north na na compete you. Samre no Kotoko any Zamalek any West African teams no any north for the ball ni. Bandi say no West Africa ain't meaning North African teams no and compete when it comes to club football and there's no debate, there's no conversation. Now national teams in national teams you know now West Africa SIBT the North Africans. But this year's World Cup 10 teams na the call you know. Andy mienu na aka no all of them if in North Africa. 10 teams na the call ye. 8 kwai. 8 na eja no kwai no. Mienu na aka no. A mo represent Africa no. Andy they are not. Africa is not represented so well at the World Cup. Africa is known to be black. So can Africa as a continent? Do be any say before continent me boy. But teams me no aka or more represent Africa no. Abrofo na aka this tournament team. Ya from Morocco ntonchen. Onum say Egypt abo World Cup 4. Egypt played 1930 World Cup. They made an edition. Egypt Bobby. They played the 1990 World Cup, 2018 World Cup, and 2026 World Cup. 4. We can one Egypt abo World Cup no 4. Now them say Egypt really game at the World Cup da. The previous 3 World Cups na Egypt abo no. 1930, 1990, 2018, no, Egypt winning World Cup game that until they came to this World Cup, and Egypt the first win at the World Cup. Now Egypt the first win at the World Cup, no, it came against New Zealand. And Egypt said, "I'm recording the first win at the World Cup." Bandi answa, Enra, Egypt the first victory technically. Egypt the first victory at the knockout stage of the World Cup, advancing to the next stage of the competition. Now, so penalties no. Obo first and I say Obo first and I say as opposition the first. But said no chere madwen wo. Say bia Ghana ni team dey ko bo na do penalties a. Ye ne mo first. And opposition more first.
No, Professor first.
The last 13 penalty shootout in the World Cup. The last 13 penalty shootout at the World Cup. Team no first, you know. Emu Levin and Lucy. I'm telling you.
First.
Yes. The last 13 World Cup penalty shootout. Team no first, you know. Andy, Emu 11 and Lucy. In fact, only 2 occasions per. And a team of more the first penalty. At was we need the penalty shootout. Me found coach the cry. 2022 World Cup no. San France the ball first. Mbappe. But they lost. Time na game you do penalty na. And then Baba, you see the African mentality, one where it was setting against Australia there. Then can say Egypt 40 we game within 90 minutes. By Egypt again call extra time, again call penalties, and penalties they won. So once I hear more Keveda Basono, me saw that Egypt for Suko Mukromwa. I dare no money no World Cup no mudano, and then what me aye. Egypt is what me I qualify to run 16 and possibly the Ghana and it's Senegal no maya near the 2 year hono. Why Egypt was bet me about the same thing at the World Cup. As a Baba Blasters game no sono. As a Midika near was here. One of the reasons why Africa edit 8-10 team score. 9 qualifier. In fact, you run 32 no. Not Tunisia pen and film. 9 countries na kadi nyina no. You qualify to the next stage. Mandi, then 9 in run 32 no. You run 16 no. Aka only 2, 7 as I can 1 no. Ama 8 kufi. The African mentality. Abrofuni nimtaba Africa for near vulnerable. Omunim say ye intimi keep concentration for 90 minutes. Nanya nko. Andy, let me take you back to 1990 FIFA World Cup. 1990 FIFA World Cup no. Argentina first game was against Cameroon. Cameroon's Argentina obiabe kaya sa François Omambik go no share no was the only goal Cameroon this Argentina. Argentina come back Argentina intimiante. Their second game was against Romania. Cameroon beat Romania by 2-1. And on the last game, Omolusu 4-1 to Soviet Union. But I'm saying no more winning on the first 2 games in Tino. Cameroon qualified to the next stage of the competition. Now, Omudu run 16. Cameroon able to Colombia. Yeah, go back to 1990 World Cup now. Cameroon played against Colombia. Now against Colombia, Cameroon essayed Colombia by 2-1. 2 late goals with Jamela. 106 minutes and 108 minutes. And almost Colombia 2. Colombia take any mubako. Mandy, baby, you could do as you do stage bina. A stage of air contentment. The air do na ye kofi krana ye baka say aya there we are okay, even though say you see potential that these African teams could have done more. Now Cameroon Colombia film no quarter final, that was the first time an African team ever quarter finals of the World Cup, and they played against England. Put the circumstance and Cameroon full film. England scored the first goal. The first goal was scored by England. I think that 25th minute. And England forced their first goal. And a Kunde, Cameroon player, equalized the Cameroon in the 65th minute. Yabo 65 minutes into the game no. Na Cameroon and it has saying. Na Cameroon leading England by 2-1 by the 65th minute. They were leading England. In fact, they were on the verge of going to the semi-finals as at 65th minute. Again, see here. Unu time England for betika no. Guy Lenica, 83rd minute. 83rd minute for a team on Argentina. A do quarter finals now. Now Omaya they needed that little push. Just get over the line. No. Ashe at the game now 2-1 against England. 83rd minute and a Lenica. Ebe take at the call 2-2. 150 minutes and outside the back at the game no call 3-2. Ayo Mufrim. Now Andy had here. Since 1990, Africa conceded 20 goals from the 70th minute. Yebo game, next 70th minute in corner. Goals are African teams are conceded at the World Cup since 1990 no 20. Say Africa lose a point, and I free at the World Cup. In the last 10 minutes of the game, Andy, I see 15 times the last 10 minutes, Africa team, lose a game, and I lose a point. In the last 15 minutes of the World Cup game, the last 10 minutes, Andy, on 15 different matches, and I see Africa simply cannot maintain concentration and momentum. Now about World Cup, you didn't see. Ivory Coast, no way. Time and Ivory Coast consider second goal. No. 87th minute and Haaland essay the second goal at the Ivory Coast. Me boy. Senegal the DRC. Senegal. DRC in England rather. Andy. Hurricanes a winning goal at Tambe. 86 minutes. 6 minutes. The Yami. The Yami Yanisa, the Asian Majuma, Senegal, no. Senegal played against Belgium, Andy, not a flying Belgium, not Belgium as a two flying. Belgium team me sure that Morocco Besheno. This Belgium team, Morocco Besheno. To add salt to our injury. Yebo 86 minutes into the game, now Senegal were leading Belgium by 2-0. Senegal, they were leading Belgium by 2-0. Near about 86 minutes. And then after 86 minutes of the game, Obian say Senegal we game, Senegal are done. Our we game, Bandy 86 minutes into the game. So we catch now say Senegal be lose our game now because say be a wada. Your boy 86 minutes we wada. It will be a say Senegal qualify we. But on it here na Senegal lose game How the reason why Africa teams ain't maintaining concentration and focus at the World Cup is something that needs to be studied and resolved.
But say Senegal game. Obi catch him say after the 83rd minute and we say time our game no kon oko hit na bia no kitchen aba.
Yes.
Oko hit bia no kitchen about 83rd minute Senegal were leading by 2-0. O hit bia no we free kitchen bar living room no na game last season. 2-0 no
they were not leading 2-0 against France who. Not 2-0 against
a Belgian side.
I've told you
Senegal were on the upper hand on the board.
Sad demand that small margins become the big margins. Africa simply cannot maintain concentration.
Rudy Garcia
say these people momentum was 3-0. And because the last 10 minutes of the game now, they become vulnerable, they will lose concentration, coach, and you punish them.
Rudy Garcia, okay, after the game.
South Africa. Canada, so I'm going to 90+2.
90+.
Yeah, about 90 minutes in a week. Gave me a 0-0. Not Canada. Again, it was against Canada. Canada is one of the teams that, quite frankly, almost this World Cup. And what we know how do more and a Canada so more few. And the first time a host country of the World Cup no everyone game outside the country. It was here Canada. Oh, neutral ground. Never say neutral ground. And it was here Canada. What me holding Canada for 90 minutes. In fact, a game one Canada team we African teams should be able to beat this Canadian club, this Canadian team. The game now for 90 minutes. 90 plus 2. Loss of concentration. Yentimi keep momentum. Nobody born about say. And yes, our momentum yentimi maintaining. And yes, our concentration, you know, I yentimi maintaining. By this time I say, African teams now. I think a World Cup. I was saying Kenya more than 2 at the World Cup. But honestly speaking, and one year I had some mental toughness, our ability to maintain concentration, momentum. Let's defend our lead. You're making sure that we are going to protect it. I had consistently World Cup after World Cup. Make Ghana film Ghana against Uruguay. We had Uruguay in our hands. We scored the first goal. Uruguay betie. We had a penalty out of Toneta and call Uruguay film. Yentinian convertis our penalty. The African mentality at the World Cup.
You're moving quite na ye ba we ye game no jo aho make akrama me isan say wabo adwuma pa no pay wa we game ye ba be ye nso ye de African mentality no ye ntimi nkare nyina mo ye be ye nso de because ade a akoso e wo the Black Stars of Ghana company wo se ye na ye ka ho asem how yesi abo ye games no but just before say Christian Mema waba a game like I said, no, me person ojo like about me person me tie we real quick edit free war because a higher and starting conversation no. Who's after your first and second game no and a conversation by the coach and tying it down. And baby and I'm me the entire mama kasa asim we no. Ebi a uja am kwa because say your man time kakra. But baby and I'm game no. Omo faces am hu ye say no mo so eh you suppose o ye nya ntama new contract na fi bi mo say after Croatia, after Colombia, no. Basa. Coach no mu ni. Not to say me man, but obviously, sa said the near penalty command contract no. San tempe no de imagine as self free one.
No, the free. Plus 1 minus 1. 0. The reason why I got a 4 years year man contract was because the way we played against England and Amiboa. Against Panama. Bandy, was it an impressive performance?
No.
Panama first half no. If they were clinical, now Panama Croatia and on board the way we played in the first half, come we game in the first half. We did not play well against Panama. But we live now because you are more baller. Ghana phone be beside every pa. So we told their line, let's praise the team. Coach Naya, the most important thing is that we won the game. The man Ghana for GDA, the way we played against England, the way we defended, we no na game no be anim say Ghana be lose our game no. Na Ghana enya 1 point from that game. Sa game na Ghana for onya 1 point no. Ben na sa 1 point onya no. You no obetwa film. This was 0.
Mera za Christian meseme mo aba game no na emum jo ahome kakra e ma me yenkwa ahoma no so na yeni kan enhyen komo na se wi a me ba wo so na fe ewura Ghana game ni mo ye ne Dr. Bishop Atapoku enim komo wa monitor eye Ghana ye performance at the World Cup any yin team no ohu de e call so nyina enura game no so no ata ehwe bi in fact ye games ayabo 4 games nyina no wa monitor nyina enso ahwe series ye CEO for Adriana Football Club Bishop. Good morning.
Andy, good morning. Nabiaboko there.
Nyamia dum biaboko na onso e.
I check no. Am I still?
Abutre.
Omo ba advert no so omo ye billboard so kru no hunu na we. No hunu na de omo ye na me ba ta cut.
Bishop. Yeni Black Stars in common we are the academy to Padaro.
The players are coming in Vinela. The Gama Cat.
Messi, Yeni Black Stars in common in me.
Yes, over 1 year. Yes, so say me 1 year, I mean 2 times,
Debbie, we are very fine.
Now, but go time on that.
I'm sure say by next week they're not or more town.
Okay, or the ship never another the airplane.
So over the number now friend was another house through.
So in clean, you. I mean, I mean, Shani, I'm most of the manufacturer possible. But the good idea coming from the kindness and then I was something over. You didn't come on.
Bishop, young Black Stars, young 4 matches at the World Cup. American, Emusa say overall, so already in 4 games now, your boy and now. What impression about the team? No, anything.
When the family that's all, you are necessary. I say, Nadia, the American media can be a fair or the Indian, then you must be power also be IEB. Obiara so bi say the dia Black Stars man come on and never na way they are near but they nyai kasa bebre na na be chance na aka
who say bi an sheda mai
the be coach no do ye simple and on why defensive coaching so say na be yen say if you na he body em bo say ye kwa osu obi o ye bo say yen say na mu ntie e si wachi a we nya ba ku bia eno it's against Panama, you got a chance. Against England, you got a penalty and referee. And the Croatia is a day back, but you didn't move any more. Almost saying, Emra, Andy, say my 22 players. And the amount Croatia, the amount Colombia for 11. And they say, Ghana from Codex. Not Colombia for them, not take on the to have a low block. You would have found a way. I don't remember 20 numbers in the Bible Quintero.
Yeah.
They do know. So the ball not a much chita. I'm putting a shot of the ball. A bubble man adding a different for sure. It's a engine too fair. They got about 4 shots on target. That's tournament, 4 shots. Yeah, 1 shot per match. It's what happened? Maybe can make it 32 countries level. Last time I acquired 32 years, 3 years, we numbers never also moved in 3rd place in some way. I did 8 I count. So what happened last time? The last 4 years. Oh, Qatar and Ghana qualify. Because the group may be dead.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. But he doesn't good players. But we don't have a team. Structure. Okay. I want to be quite new. Okay. And all the money of the idea and which and the barriers with the answer. What? Remember, someone should go for ultimate.
Matthias.
Penny, the old crew, be a buying penny for, yeah, around the football club, Gaka, Obia, say. The year he's going to see a flagship national team. In this 10 years, TV. When the back to the no can cut us me and coming to it, what cap you said, and then before the year of war for AFCON, because in 2 years, another AFCON, you
yes.
We should think about next year, 2027 AFCON. You must AFCON, you have got 2028 AFCON. You must have 2028 AFCON, you have 2 years. Ghana Black Star Embo continental match will be until the 2030 World Cup. It's a pro. I will see you 2 and a month here, Black Stars will be. The World Cup in the shot here, next AFCON, you can say a whole area. Then on 2028, you know, a dress rehearsal for the qualifiers of the 2030 World Cup. Then every 2030 World Cup, I will say Black Stars, I will hear them. The senior World Cup next one, you are qualified because last one you are qualified. It's where your target is also qualified. You qualify, you are doing around 16 million. You call around 16 million people, then you'll be able to charge that door. The next AFCON, which is the 2028 AFCON, or some Ghana Black Stars, and now the aircraft should be quarterfinals. Because let me say, one boy, at the end of the next era, you have 7 years already saying. I think you already saying, or the 29 in 4 years, no 33. Yet for the MPO, the independence no 26, 24. I did say Sakaka. But okay, video. Someone's party Abro so the next 2 AFCONs is done. Jordan are you next AFCON, next 2 is done. We found the right Kakasan going in there. We have to rebuild. We need to be into each other. We have to rebuild. What Cup Yami who played Kaka, Joseph Opoku, Adete, Marvin Sinaya, Ghana, we did say on this time of step party. I mean, and best players of tournament team, okay? We will say, she should be Kaka. Gideon Mensah had a decent tournament. Maybe they need to have a left back by Kobe Buano. Marvin Sinaya, who said, at least the table is not ready. About 2 World Cups. So he is not ready to compete. Now, okay, for you're going to be able to 2030, me and Wemia. Yeah, that's the same thing for. Castle, the Yaw amount for the cafe, your master. They will a Juma power, unless I won't penetrate. You probably don't send the air in some big gym. Yeah, you may not black stars to my family to my pipe. Or radio, so or TV, so and then you form the cupboard, Zuma couldn't come up. Yeah, you have to see players or club level. You're in selection, you're in coaching, you're the coach winner twice. You're quite any man, why coach or a tournament coach. Or building team or building a defensive team. Ghana ultimately for him build a defensive team. Maybe I have our football is prided on offensive, attractive football. Meaning we have to get players who can play like that. And see if you in Africa, we come into the kind of crepa. These are 278. Keep that in Ghana about one of these or the Shani uncle.
Number share.
I just go through keep that for no. And yes, we treat you the shot at the back. Beyond the legacy form, you need Madin and Pamwati because look, yesterday I pay black stars,
Bishop, my memory is always so talking about Neshisha, me kai say Emra started World Cup, ye share Panama, ye be draw against England, no. Offer Ghana, baby, our conversation was that, hey, and your coach, you have a boy, and Tempan, penny for man contract. Na you read the next after said na okay. Now you can't be team nation share so. Me I knew people are not omoye force our conversation, but then after Croatia, after Colombia match, you know, e be more chance here can say, dear omu ya no more can say coach ye mo no and then team here. I say omadwene ya dane kakra. Meaning sa for no anyone can say personal opinion. So coach for matches are. In fact, 5 matches, all the goals, then come 5 matches, and one body the Black Stars in team. So when I say, had a performance, no, and then the share now, for AFCON, yeah, what may I tell you, say, in the next 2 years, you able to Azania Kobo, the next World Cup, no. Coach, no, your money stay.
For one reason, we needed a profile of it to make discipline in your team. And now to be sending only players, nay, number 2, not Ghana for the young drama. The players were willing to die for him. Now, I'm a pen, I say, Joseph Opoku interview, they say, we cannot continue to defend without scoring some of the chances. Players in the GDA, I was almost to defend the GDA. Coach DMS, Yambubi. Coach him so, BMA about saying, say, Sadia, and Yama coaching. Yama players, no. The coach about building for the specific number of years. The brand of football that would be attractive to Ghanaians, that would help build our confidence going forward. So, many of our dreams to see it shouldn't be just about the match. They don't play and then come on with the year of post-match. Jordan, are you more, Joseph Opoku especially, you do the same, and my coach no quite that one.
Now, Miss Hamra, we say so. Okasano na oka, your players need and yeah, build there for the next tournaments away anymore. I also see positions need near who players need look going forward. No, yeah, the new inclusion. But I say, there were names. People were mentioning the likes of Jordan, Ayew, Ibimo Kai, Naki, Williams, Alidu Seidu. So the Black Stars at this point needs to move forward without these players, just like Otuado. Esaba Ibimo said. He wants to move his team forward without Andre. No, Ujiri said there are players going to say movie forward without them. Now, players have been also to say, yeah, your pair replacement at the moment, and the menu, yeah, a boy going forward.
And this is a better ball for our national team. We are the elbow back up. we should naturally face those we can't continue with off and phase them out. Mean that's why it's being done in our technical team. Because I'm the talking World Cup. We don't have presence in the box. If you run a bit now, we have to face players off, but it will be a technical decision. My body next you have a cafe, and I'm your time, and I Ghana for the 1 year or one, and now I'm do attempt the new attempt. The best players will be off, and it's a technical decision.
At the moment, so now, opinion on that. Share young goalkeeping department. There were conversations. Say, oh, even Benjamin Asari or the more boss or man so Atizigi boss ban so we save. You started again tournament, no. In fact, my man fear Shimra qualifiers, no. Benjamin Asari and I know that until Coach Ibaye in the first game, and who said why you change his day Atizigi sabe them. Unfortunately, Atizigi could pry against Panama 45 minutes. Benjamin Asari by Ebeda the 45 minutes. Obeda against England or the against Croatia. Fast forward, and you say Lawrence Atizigi Watono. Nape confused say with the momentum Asari again and other than maintaining in the goalpost, then we have to go back for Lawrence Atizigi. Even though Atizigi also did well yesterday.
And also the technical decision. He started tournament and the coach who said Benjamin Asari and number 1. Grand man is film. Atizigi number 1. Grand man is film. And Benjamin Asari by. The last corner, naturally he would come back into the goalpost. Benjamin Asari not that goal because Atizigi. If you believe these two are two good goalkeepers at Ebe Boyer, then you come ya now Atizigi call for the Benjamin attempt. Now Benjamin Asari call for the Atizigi attempt. Some more cancer in the time. All of the determination. Yeah, and they do the technical people must be old and come out. And we're number 2. Then we see Germany, Jens Lehmann, Daniel Vacan, Lami Amanuel Lawyer, and Norman and Orbit. And CSCS, a good team. You you say that is good number 1 or number 1. Not Benjamin Asari. Now he's here.
Fantastic. Said the work here, the Amzen Tiasie, I Juma, I also Yashase, a Wordru. Now you're looking out for the next tournaments. I don't know how it's Papa.
Check now. I just have on you. Now, second and next man going immediately. I just want to make an
see you. But before you go, no, and who Kevin team no, Kakrabion Kevin.
Yes, almost no more Bobono. Almost really. Dana Black, I ever walk up first time, that near you. 20 times near you. You know, but no matter who you are, the best let's get out to the music. We are fearless in the approach. I'm not bad over. You need to get it. Instead of the top of that last time, you
see you, Mr. Sepa, for your time this morning. Nyankopo ya duma, minisem repemu ye best na yabonku yi pa. All right, Doctor Bishop Atapuku. For ono ene the CEO Edema Ediana Football Club and I know abonku ntura Black Stars team nimo. And I just say, or don't come to be and so at the abesso. At the Amayi, young quay anyway. Na memra a yes, a Christian, so that you know, dear, or no so ever about the Black Stars, no Christian, and so and check. Okay,
Andy,
I feel the young TC Black Stars.
Oh, I'm fan to just say, Masu ni has in this one to Masu Nkara. Na otiene na echi kakra okudi juma bi on tan kofi nti em se holiday ba ko ni na bi em na chese odi kofi a on timi ameka yensa Atapuku initial statement na yanyade Maybe a issue say a one in you and in you. Ana omo eso mujitum say anyade enti ese e frase ehye enema yie no omo nyintum say anyade. And that is where the danger is. Die hu pa ne say oyare na onyintum so oyare ntu be ko hospital.
That one
oyare one kasa umujitum say oyare. But you are pretending say onyare. Oh, obi aba me fine. Obi aba me fine. We are not admitting that Ghana football is sick. Ghana football is sick. And Biankabema Mimijidi, and it's a Abia Enche Ghana football betimi asaba back to the glory days, you know. And it's a Kia Tum said, there be baby, na ye wono, ye free ho, akoyenchi. Etienne Fras, yen say, near ye. But unfortunately, Omo Edi Ghana football as Monsa. Omo say, Omo Ghana football, so no. Believe, say Ghana football is on the right direction. Me book Skype book back me kaye, and I remember the quotation very well. So when you are on the wrong path, speed is never an asset. Oko why ira kwai and what tiaso sa o tiaso akwai. Ghana is on the wrong path and we are speeding. So speeding now, yeah, on the wrong path, you know. It's a liability rather than being an asset. Che, Yabeka, Yanfa player in Tunche, my player in Kobium. I don't want to mention names because who can mention names are now oh yeah pinpointy individuals be. But team Nina no. Dear 1 year. Probably apart from Kudus, any are 2 center backs are normally available for this World Cup. No? You should tell me why not quality enough for a Jarufi. Game here koi, World Cup here koi. Kudus na one because of injury. And a Salisu, any Juku, because of injury. Andy, but was Kania na catch me said there was a Ghanaian player bia then could deserve Joseph Pencil catch him nka obe make any difference in this team ana. Yes. It is a conversation is say players need word more omo mra so yenye omo kwaya Andy uje omo kwaya no why no onida no so say obe replace our players no 2010 ni o confidence say ma apia ntranchen because ni agrumi they dare you from under 20 near the neighbor. 2010, Michael Essien and Fimuno. Now Antoniana was ready to fail Michael Essien Mutuno. And the Jordan Meko, what is your replacement? Semenyonko. But Semenyono Kurana and Oya de Nukraba Blasters on Timbo. What is your plan? Why now? Why your plan say in the next 2 or 5 years? You know, Semenyon you want more. Why the best Semenyana? Oh, Morocco 40 minutes. So I'm for a Maswa. Coach, they don't buy the last World Cup, and they're the same coach. Yeah. They lost their coach. They lost their 2 center backs. I won't buy the last World Cup. I'm going to see one key midfielder. But do you see it? As well. Do you see the difference? Hakim's yes, now every team in the moon. And you still find a sorry, so do you see a difference? Even Omo Kono more Mabano. I have an upgrade of compared to Omo Kono. Magana and planning the one here. Minya Songo. Ya no any better way. The here and say Ghana akonya one good score line. Yeah, cause Ghana football air second and we come and attack. na me kan no when you're on the wrong path speed is never an asset to Ghana football is on a wrong path and we are speeding. This World Cup Ghana bought 4 games. Tell me, Bakubena, who's a Ghana impressive? See a bobo, you were impressed by the way we played. Give me one. Yene Panama,
England experience.
Yene Panama, the way we won, and the Ghanaian way. And under normal circumstances, Ghana goes to the World Cup and meet Panama. We need to impose ourselves on Panama. But Panama at to the point that even the first half, Ghana, not Ghana born here, oh, Ghana near. Now we'll share the way Ghana played against Panama and the near. Eventually, the accommodation say what mean. So second half, we won the game and the see ya negative no. Say oh Baba can you will come under attack because you win the game no. Now when we played against Panama, I had a better man for about numbers so. We won the game 1-0. Ghana had 3 shots on target against Panama. In fact, no shot on target in the first half. World Cup here, boy. Ghana are more a shot in the first half in any of the games that we played. Against Panama, Ghana was 3 shots on target. We scored 1. No problem, you win. In England, having conceded possession to England about 79% of ball possession. 79. Say in the history of the World Cup, team wa enya possession do drop 1 winning game no. England game no. There is no team enya possession 79 or more in a World Cup game 1 winning game. Ghana no. And Ghanaians became so impressed. I was among those that were impressed. I didn't try because my expectation was that England anymore. Can England kobo we no? Okay, we have beaten Panama. We have drawn against England. England about 79% of ball possession. You know. Ghana had only 1 shot on target. 1. So what is the plan? Plan and say yen defenders are no creativity, no attacking, no quick transition, no one see defenders are 90 minutes plus additional time a referee did also no. Ghana had only 1 shot on target. 1. Now the excuse I did make say against Croatia there. Ni a qualify we no. Na ya qualification no and a game na nkasa ho shere here. We lost but we had an excuse. Obian fana dwan koso se senka na yen qualify kra na likely say Croatia betina shey but ya qualify we no se Croatia kra shey ya ye de defeat ni kwa akose se ni ya qualify we no na game hia yen Andy onum say Ghana versus Croatia yet again Ghana able only 1 shot on target. And we played against Colombia. No shot on target. 90 minutes. No shot on target. Do you hear? Ghana goes to the World Cup. Plays 4 matches. Scored 2 goals. And the shot on target in the 4 matches and the A4. Ghana co World Cup about 4 matches. 4 matches near boy, you know. Yenya 4 shot on target in those 4 matches. And the 4 matches, you know, say 90 minutes by 1. No more. 90 by 4, 360 minutes of football. 360 minutes of football. No. Ghana recorded 4 shot on target. We scored 2 near say, you know, 1 came from a midfielder, 1 came from a defender. The next one came from a centre back, Lucasen. Ghana a creative chance, creativity. And we say Ghana a creative chance. In all those formats near boy, maybe the first game near boy, any Brandon Asante go no be creative, is the only clear chance. Me say Ghana creative.
Second goal from set piece.
Set piece, me see the clear cast chance. I create Brandon Thomas Asante na obe create that is the only chance he create here. Ghana lack creativity. Midfielders ni nyina no metal kind of football. Omo nyina is similar. The winning ball we are and the ball ni be no ye need the ball ni betimi create bibi. Eno line up no. Atezi gigbo no go no be die nti no. Untimi nka mi bremfa ho. Badanka Benjamin Sari enye bibia senke drop no. Asari in England. He did a good job, great job against England. In fact, any Panama no cry no. On a better second half. Yeah. No better England. And no that Croatia. Eti ushe game na Benjamin Asari adana. In fact, Croatia for cry no. Second goal no. The resulting corner kick, it came from his wonderful save. It then came Benjamin Asari and said that but the coach decided say, "Hey, Bia, on the at least again any first choice." So once it's available, I tell me that go post no. Now at least give that go post no. The entire one team and can be emphasize changing that no. Ghana best player yesterday was the goalkeeper. No oh can Andy say the usin cano me Gideon Mensah impressed me in the first game, impressed me in the second game, third game crowd na normal. And when somebody send me a message say akwadana your friend yen right back Ali do Seidu. Sana ya prayer na Sana ya wanted to give Luis Diaz a match.
And he started very well.
Baby or saying Luis Diaz a pimino. And okay say so sorry.
He started very well.
Sana ya wanted to give Luis Diaz such a match, such a good game. Unfortunately, and Sana ya enya injury forcing a change in our game. In fact, before I say before say benya sa force change no. Na Colombia force nya force change no must play a pra. Yeah. I'm a coach na play na film. The opportunity given to Ali do Seidu. Somebody send me a test. Say ope Aludu ase Aludu me the test na my trend. It's a trend member jare na nkajare project na nkwa hwebia. Oso ope Aludu asem. When he came to PF Masebe interview no and ope Aludu Seidu asem. Benra was the first time I know where Aludu Seidu anwenye. So make my mom for mom here you.
I'll say
personal message.
Okay, I like Alidu Seidu because he came to Pure Sports some years back. But after seeing him play today, I wish he didn't come to the show for me to like him.
Yes. Was it about PF Masebe interview no be no. E hwa ro de pay Alidu asem. In fact, none bo ntino pay na asem. Yeah, Obai has any show no bar so no. Any the way he spoke. Was an interview at Trene pa.
Yeah, pa.
I'm a man for edging because he was extremely honest. Maybe your camera say or chimes no channel no can sorry. I'm a man for pay do asem. But CPD Alidu enya the worst performance in the Blasters theater. Henry game no. I said he wasn't prepared. I said Ali do see at bench ni na no. E didn't dream say bibi betimi esi so mobomo ni bi.
Because clearly he was not ready for the game at all.
Yes.
And the Colombian for also starting so boss ni na beko.
So more weakness. Gideon Mensah no mfa ho. And the Colombia for no so no. Almost strength no. Aye baby Luis Diaz na mo no. Say Luis Diaz anyway in the ball flanks no. Former Real Madrid player.
Mojica. Moika.
It's almost 21 fan. And then Luis Diaz side on more. So the tag no more channel no nyina ever pass it through Luis Diaz war. We needed somebody to stand up and man up. Sanaya Emma say he was no prepared for the occasion. Sanaya ni ho. Okra no enye bibi na asia ka Sanaya be tena wachi o. Born now start here na Obama Blasters no. By this time I was saying ka Sanaya mumba be tena wachi. But all who position, you know, Aba Sanaya, Aba Betu, opportunity to come and prove yourself in a game where Ghana needed you. He messed up.
Okay, now James Rodriguez.
James Rodriguez ni winnable. James ni winnable.
Yeah. Now me nimse oka online.
Let me make France. James Oha. Now Luis Diaz on the left. Yeah. James Abo on the right. James Ago. When you the same James Rodriguez beam.
45 minutes on me in the frame.
In the frame to Ago. So my attack no, they will use their strongest area to launch the attack, and that is where baby Luis Diaz Bono. And Sanaya free na me a measure ball no cry no, and I'm feeling comfortable. There's position back on so your friend partnership, center back partnership. You need to play as a partner. Partner there, otimase no matewase. Yet never together.
Gordon Becker said, okay, Raho.
Dr. Safojeka said, me met me a very good center back, a different team. Near confer another good center back, a different team. But I'll pay me and we may not be able to be a proper partnership. Yeah. Partnership. And how do you build partnership? As consistently over two players together. Say Jiku, any size you know one more. We have come to know that Jonas Ajeti, any Jerome Bopoku, and 4 and 5. Yadi Croatia game, no. My understanding was that Biano person arrested Jonas or arrested Yopoku.
No, I'm so you're fully fit.
And then Lucas in boy, and then only Jonas Ajeti boy. So in our first game, 2 different centre back partnership. Second game, no. About the same partnership. Third game, you change center back. And we still change our center back partnership. And I did take bench. One more game to be. The coach decided say General Monakwaba. I didn't know about the previous game, no. And what tranche? Emmanuel Kasimramebo. When you play so different, in fact, and you World Cup, a tournament that is like World Cup. And I'll call yes, experimentation. Your center back and no Catalonia only playing for center back. Argentina BBNC, you know the center back. Lisandro Martinez and Christian Romero. You know that when you're center back, say Obibaba Bobia. I just about Cobra, Baku is suspended, and our coach decided to say game and who said he or rest Baku. Maybe so. You call World Cup here about 4 matches. When in Ghana center back partnership in this World Cup, you may struggle to even name it. Because in a way, next time we have a ball, in a way, no time we have a ball, the same thing. We did not establish a proper center back partnership in this World Cup. I don't share lineup now, okay. So coach you can say something na ebe World Cup no. Knockout no you have to start. Me coach you know that benefit. Training grounds will be. The coach in the lineup, give the coach that benefit of the doubt. Name no performance no and abejina so. And they're making justification whether the coach had it right or had it wrong. We backline goalkeeper 73 in term. How do we go to a World Cup?
Backline me Patrick Christian, me pay image me person be few. Okay. Me pay image we dan come dey ama trends manager no mo dey atusu because sab partnership asema okay so we kwan John Arias Sefa so be she go na unu say Ghana had numbers in the box.
Numbers there numbers but obi amaki obi a
Ghana had numbers in the box than Colombia.
But
they still managed to find a way and score totally unmarked.
That is partnership. And the Juma Minu, Onum say, Obifu for now any year, Jumaya. that person might not be bad, but ebia only ni sa bonding no.
Yeah.
Only ni sa relationship no. So ebia adwuma no consider nka only me na eye. Menka se ni pakro nyaade o.
Yeah.
Ebia nka mesumi no obi fufo na eye adwuma na. Ebia nka enko ne se de me no ye adwuma yi. We have established that relationship, that bond. So against England, different centre back partnership. Against Croatia, different centre back partnership. And then against Colombia, different centre back partnership.
Imagine I me perminya won but menya ba akubi. E dey amom we dey hana tinchana ball no asheri. But I'm still looking for that image no. E be the secretary osu ahu. Na mpesen ke yima in viewers ensu hu. Momenta na cross ni frase ya oba no. Huh? Ghana won numbers in the box than Colombia, but over position now. You say it was totally lack of communication. Because an enka or ma enka obiabe hu baby and no soldier.
Obi na commande una uyewe ufa we caught me bra o ko header. Even centre back partnership no. You mo call for area balls.
Yeah.
They all call for jump. Now they also pretty what we call the sweeper. Ninja no small details are yedi ka year before say be go park no so when you play any more consistently and the ultimate strike is our partnership no. Okay? Time away free no. Sana ye free no. Na Ghana back line no. Not three of them were playing for the first time together. Catch them say me boy.
No correct.
After now we aba. Ali Duaba. One Lucasin near Yibo. Jerome Obo. So four centre back, four a defenders na near Bomo. Three of them were playing together for the first time. Andy Omonti Omuhasi, where who the Oko, where who the Oba, Ninina, because we did not use the World Cup to establish our proper centre back any back line.
I remember the image na send them to see a picture na mepeno. Na u project sa picture na emaya ne ahwe we timer na omobaye cross no any omoye cross ni wiye the position of Black Stars players no defenders no me say we had numbers. The first image moment na cross ne beba no nti udi kan ma ye no a moment na cross ne beba no in the box. There was only one player, and another boxman was Colombia player. Only one player at that time. Ghana had three. The first picture in the way in the box. The Osha go to have a free bow. On no mass circle before. Yes. So we're live on Facebook. John Arias no be go. On only a circle no I will box that you know. But look at moment and across Nebano. Nipa train or box as against one. From the Colombians. Now, Mama with the second image. After the cross, now, Christian Hade. Ghana will have many players? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Colombia was 3 in the box. But it will be opposition.
No zona marking, no individual marking. They were just there standing there. As will be a Jina Hose born in Bra. As ya catch him say, ya born in such a way that born a baby more clear. And you blame them. There were 3 players, four players for our back line. 3 of them were playing together for the first time in a World Cup game. And a World Cup game now we have 3 players.
A World Cup knockout game.
Knockout game. And 3 players about defense, you know. And the first time they were playing together for the first time. And now was the first time Yenya Lidu, Yenya Lucasin, Yenya Jerome Poku playing together in a game, in a World Cup game and knockout. Now
France crowd only Haiti boy. France any Haiti. And I boy in a knockout game or World Cup. Come started 3 new different players or more that.
In fact, about who try a force. Also, I lead the India force and a man buy. But the centre back, no centre back.
The last time I hear you said a year film, wouldn't be able to. And now, wouldn't be able to. Quadro upon paper, so refia.
Yes.
Anytime I coach in the East Sun, a year film, Mubiano. Now you're quadro upon paper and never ball. And now what happened? On at least he's played with Wesemo. He came against England. Moment and he was the one that came.
You are free defenders in a Sonny Amran Finfin.
I was not open with Brepra. Okay. Melasijiki.
Onumbayaju say Ghana West World Cup. World Cup acquire ya nyadiokrano. The 2014 World Cup, any mini game.
Yeah.
But I do know that we scored 4 goals in that World Cup.
Yeah, 2014, you lose 2-1 to USA. We scored 1. Me boy. You need Germany go 2-2. We scored 2. And a Portugal in 2-1. We scored 1. You about 3 matches, and we scored 4 goals in 3 matches. This World Cup, you about 4 matches, we scored 2. World Cup na kwaya I said ya nya de kra no. The 2014 World Cup, admittedly, and only the worst World Cup ayako. But even that, Ghana scored 4 goals World Cup we. So all the results, any stage you could do here, and the yastika. Obaka say Ghana are there in this World Cup than the 2014 World Cup. No. But Ghana played 4 matches in this World Cup and scored 2 goals. 2. Yeah. Ebi no born 1 shedi. Huh? Now when it's here. And I catch us a born here 1-0. Kabaka say oh Ghana ya there because it na close contest we wa. 1-0 there. Say say we gave a fight. And they be a go back could be Emra now was Senka Colombia for no say more than 2. Ghana did not have a shot on target in the entire 90 minutes. No shot on target. Only Colombia for a shot on boy. Colombia had 20 shots. 8 of the 20 shots were on target. 8 shot on target against Ghana. Ghana did not have a single shot on target. In fact, we went to the World Cup without an attack. World Cup here, Ghana went to the World Cup without any attack, any creativity. We basically did not have anything to attack and score goals. Unsa Ghana airline apa. The about Trimani said. One goal be tomwa near defenders entimi concede. For Ghana to score more than 1 in this World Cup no na extremely difficult because the way we set up. Any players now near one. And the responsibility of creating chances. Defenders can create, even strikers can create, midfielders can create, but the core duty they here for midfielders Ghana set up a party. Sibu, and Caleb. Who among them is a creator? Party now
only be more for a creator no, and also you are sitting in deep because he defended. He needed to protect our back line.
Yeah.
Sibu cannot create. Caleb no cannot create.
Then Caleb there after the yellow card, he was virtually useless in the game.
Caleb cannot create. Sibu ntimi create. Ya limited party na juma so edi man no. In fact, one of the omo ye juma kakra this World Cup Ghana for more mabaso kakra no Thomas Party.
Enra Party it was good.
Party nepa nye no nko a. Nepa and against England. Against England and Enra. Even in the face of this bad performance no. Party man up. Party showed up. But baby a party betimi akwa obetimi akwa creator no. And we free honum call anymore. Was I just talk to honum? So Partey needed to stay and play his role. So me for the enemy and sentiment criteria. Andy says so far through the wide areas. Wide areas in here. Inaki Williams, Kamadin, Fatau, Andy. Why they be criteria now? When I watch Inaki Williams, I will be Bawa. I don't see the same Inaki playing for the Blasters.
That's him waka.
The same thing I mean say who Semenyo. And Semenyo gave an effort to do.
Yeah.
Andy, 4 games in a boy in Yinano. Semenyo did not have a shot on target. I'm not saying say go. Go this one should be. Semenyo no nya wonderful season. Oh, Man City no. Comes to the World Cup, 4 games, played as an attacker. Sometimes we ball 10, sometimes we ball on the wide areas. And the Semenyo closer to the goal post. 4 games, not one. And a Semenyo a shot on target, not even one. Now Semenyo kwa ne husu idia. And Jordan no de enyom dey. Ghana's best player at the World Cup no Semenyo wa more even a single shot on target in the all the 4 games they boy in Yinano. Semenyo a shot on target. Semenyo Huswa, are you expecting anything better from Jordan? Are you expecting anything different from Kamadi in Hawaii? Kamadi in Kradie Ebiano Nikwa Kosano. Only can a blaster abondi and Kawa Wiu. Because opportunity after opportunity after opportunity on Chile was show growth on Chile what Chile will new game and a moment by no I winning the year pano and honestly or potential or talent to do better. On say we are at Temudaba the Yagu Pombe China so party the man talent Bavanya. Your talent or potential no as en ultimately live to the fullest of that potential no but won't one find near Juma na ko be fool. And Kamadin, I don't know what he brings on the table, minimum contribution this World Cup virtually nothing. So the midfielders are not creating, the wingers are not creating, the attackers are lacking services. We are not going to get a goal. And on the Ghana played 4 games at the World Cup. He scored 2 goals. In fact, worse than our worst World Cup in 2014. Nanka, obaya dibi nanka otimi ni ya. Me radio station mi na ahokyere bae na ye ma boy bi be commentary. Body ye commentary na etie commentary na boy ni good. The next day man to aso. Ye nya adu se nke be fa no. Ye kra na in fact ye pe commentator kra na oni adwimu onye one of the people I think ye be consider kra. By a man opportunity no. Ye adwuma no. In fact, you are looking elsewhere looking for any commentator again. Brandon Thomas Asante yeni game no yeni Panama game no
Panama match
e dey ntine besi ne Brandon Thomas Asante enya a minute afterwards. The coach should be able to explain to Ghana for sir, Brandon Thomas Asante against Panama came on, probably became the brightest spot. Tabno Bemuno created a goal and we scored from Sir Chancellor Kreti. Enra, why warm up, sir. Somebody should give me one reason, because maybe I cannot find one. Why you go to the World Cup? Brandon Thomas Asante will do so well in a game of free bench by. But free bench by as I know, you're punishing for being good.
And so Lucas in Bishop good here, man, start.
You're punishing to say free bench by or by idea against Panama. Why afterwards? If Panama when you're a minute crowd, who's any Croatia now decided say, okay, I qualify you into no, Yama plays be moving no, Yamani minute. Enra, Yasa money minute, Adinja. When your 3 midfielders are not creating, your wingers were not creating, the only player who are creating chance amount. Oh, walk up no munina no. Oh man, I warm up. Still, one man a minute. One man play a minute. And you know,
now Jordan, you are bad. Go do 75 minutes. Who coach you? So nano nejedi enyo umse nano die no umse Jordan. Airborne untimimo quickly we in him. The same person airborne untimimo. No man for 75 good minutes. Time Colombia for who say James Rodriguez intimimo. Quickly in the second half, James
Rodriguez Ghana near coach in him. Ne ni Jordan film abede James Rodriguez film. Christopher Babonsu. About how many minutes at this World Cup?
0 minutes.
You needed a creator. Not Christopher Babonsu. But the Mr. Fanning started. But give the player minutes. Man, bear 20 minutes be. Man, bear 30 minutes be. And we decided to stick to or more in our mind as a ya consivu ya dream say we am betimi aye adwuma no entiemu omumbo whether so mo ya ade na so mo nya ade o we still believe that maybe at a point in the game no they can create a magic expecting a magic no ni atena ho saa before see animbre ho so no ne ma elect me denti ami enche me ase me okay and is that me World Cup here ko yi me kwa de we de mo ya ade ase ni de me na me expect you. I was expecting our worst scoreline in this World Cup. My fear was that one other country be better match Ghana. I say Mbe 5-0. Me, I never expected to say better me free group stage in Mukra to the next stage. The reason why, in fact, the old format now, and can qualify you. World Cup they acquire qualified in no. Then to say, and now this second, as I know, it is already first. And I'll be the second before so qualify. Where the third place at Biabem at 1980 qualify at the last World Cup, 2022 World Cup now. Kagana film good stage. You defend the I say, and I defend you only proper defending in just one game pair. One game pair and a defend here against Croatia. We did not defend better. Against Panama, we won. Kept a clean sheet, but we did not defend better. Panama did not score because they were not clinical. Chances in Panama in the first half. See a disaster chances by England. Can England say? So the only game where as a raising Ghana for hope, Ghana for expectation said, you bet me ye bibino. I England for no. I don't know Ghana for hope. Did na hope. But me did not make try kakra, but I was just going along because I'm no ukaka bibia tia blasters obeye hitter. Yashe first match England about draw. What else are you going to say? Ya qualify we until the na keke we member for money so adie the bia mo mo bibika you talk too much. I talk too much because I talk to be paid. So open numetia go and TD ambitious. Show we a talk show the entire show we say a casa show two casa be casa do what do you expect us to do? Yeah monyom any answer yeah the other say yemesua de yeah research na yemeka sanchiro say yeah research ni enya wrong then you point to that say oh we dey enya wrong. That is where you have a conversation. Now can say casa do what do you expect us to do?
Ma me read this message na yenkotie enkomo a coaches no any players ni bi and they were coaching after the game make can say this is from Evans, the producer for Pure Morning Drive. Like Christian to say our overall performance in the World Cup was poor. We didn't stand to the occasion. Our performance in the campaign is in the same league with that of South Africa. On our game yesterday, as much as we all have developed a special love for Kalwi Ginchi, he cost us the goal. He was supposed to have at least confronted the attacker. But what was he doing? Just watching the ball. And from what Evans Ekano, time I mean payment was also the mommy. Clearly, now I also call it a bang. On the nose, baby, go on na. John Arias ran a pass, no. Ebenya sa touch. What was he doing? Evans, me know ya been also, worst of my disappointments is in Fatawu Shaku. I have always thought Kudus was overshadowing him, and so this campaign was his time to show us that he is better. He is a better player, but he rather showed a pampered kid with a self-gloating ego. He feels himself as Cristiano Ronaldo, and yet he is a low-budgeted form of any standard winger. No clinical finishes, wasteful performance. Sir Porsche way, I totally agree with you. Minim Fatau Shaku, minimas will be a catcher. Minim so be a catcher is a bono. Wahunu bury Dimanin Shari in Canabono, alright? Fatau, you have a lot to do. You have a lot to do. So Abdul Fatau Shaku, eh? Sana kama ding Sulemana aya Black Stars no omo about papa bia fama antimi da no Ishaku so one way ya Ishaku so one way ya ebedu da bi Black Stars omo mfre wo bona wo bono sa performance na over Black Stars abeda na di no so one kasa wo tenase ebu nkompo ahwe chi ahwe bona wo bona Fatao Sir, Onam for the catcher so we so you say about I know and Yabaku say Shaku. You have
and he has the potential.
Every other hard
only Kamadini
and not like Christian hard so potential kita omone on Bejina Park in this one they are
20% potential crack Kamadin potential crack Ishaku no or share Ghana Premier League go be Tamano Sia Kayan was Dreams FC go be or share Fatao. Was it against the national side in under 20 near the original or just center Pidabo na Kwakose? Benny and Samreno. Na Fatao. Ye cap potential. Nala me am into the conversation. Say Shaku a Spanish Abian could develop more than the baby away because potential honum. Potential no honum. Benny minim Mukran so Monsera mo team papa bia what's I do team grass ako third division. Baby the club na kwa kodru. Perfect opportunity to have gotten a new club. This World Cup.
Stage we. Baby our team ni kono. Baby anka be team dia make a very manka vosin asem. So 40 years. Yeah. But even at 40 years, do I bet then I do a World Cup and the Uya de Kitwe Bia who convince a lot of air clubs. Now, Gideon ya performance, Papa and say, yes, MC Colonia other class. Yes, and Tinka use this World Cup, make a case for yourself. Abian game more World Cup in Bianca, one of the newly promoted sides be an Albania Spain Crana, Bianca, Spanish La Liga, not a top club there, but he's still playing the Spanish La Liga, even the French League One. But after this tournament, young country, Mr. Ghanaian player Benedict World Cup, we showcases or pay a new contract, a new offer. Ghana Lucy there, but the biggest woman Lucy Pano, the players. Woman Lucy Pano players, and coach, Madika, we need the heart of Ghanaians after the England game. Was I winning Ghana for heart? Statement no release after the flood. I say empathy or more of a Ghanaian. Who statement now? He was talking about us or Kangana for us to move. So he was speaking like say one of us. It's I'm not Ghana for the pen asem. By nay, Opa hit the street in. Your boy England game now benya 90% of yes over here. Ubenya 90% of Ghanaians are almost in Kemfe Jumanamano. And the ratings no so better. Even though they may still be a number of people like Omaka say Oba Erenche Yamanimre and you bet my team na mai. Name ratings no after England game no. Or compare Enra game na ratings no so better.
Mammy Evans, and I mean, some Christian McCarthy. Evans, last paragraph was talking about Fatau Shah because he made us miss kudos in this campaign. I agree with Atapoku, we are not there. It was so difficult watching the team. We were only running around. How can we be 1-0 down in 88 minutes and still be giving back passes when we should be pushing? Charlie? Let me go and steady because if we keep on, we all will be super angry. Bunch of pampered players. Now, Chris and D. Argentina, Jordan, are you? Ghana, Enya, foul was center second person never born. Why?
ajari mama mu image baako sa yashe Ghana ye pekati na Ghana winning foul around the center area striker na we ko shegu ama una be South Africa Ghana winning foul was center area meaning fouls everywhere. Jordan wanted to be the one to take it.
Now do you blame Jordan? So there should be somebody Obakaji was a free kick known as Obo. On say Argentina nyakona kick ama Messi akojina so kopemda. Oh bida. Anytime be Argentina be nyakona kick no, Messi is the kicker. Messi na kobo kona kick no. Do you know why? Because on team pinball no penalty area ho, oni height any da energy. I will bet me a pim. So you may be messing in Kobo. No more bet me a pinball and quite attack ball. Oh, try to remember I'm Jordan image and move fan to my. Maybe I make a record say will be aware, but I have one at least more back war in the second half. Now Ghana winning foul around the center area. Now number 9. Maybe an aboneda. Maybe an aboneda. Jordan, are you not being now look at even the arrangement. Yeah, how are we attacking? We're Colombia for no. To say, yeah, numbers no 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. No more say no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As I go could do much 6. The Bahasia, Andy, your 1, 2 at Penawasi, 2 near Wasi, no. Almost say no 1, 2, 3, 4. Players not can away. Yeah, but free kick. For the Jinabonechi. Yeah, and your free kicker, a bell box, I ever was you. Yeah, Copecate no. I able free kick no. The original free kick no out of the ball because Oba won't even quite attack ball. And yes, I was 3 players almost said ball nechi. Omujina hoye day. All these things are coaching. These things when now coaching. And you know, Andy, Obobo no engusi baby because there's no channel between my bobo yafa everything the productivity be a bro. Yenyama mbofu Omaine koya yenyina we enjoyed from it. And that's today na Blasters winning a game na. Unim ka benefit amanfo benya free ho. Enen ka kodum ko he. Kaman for them ayeto. You go for Jesus. Jesus ya ko fa ba ya bebeton ni nyina engade wan na beto Blasters GCB mu. Eti Blasters ne koya yenyina we benefit from it. Eti nkoye na ye kan memme ye won se Blasters ne sinobi ana we Ghana ne sinobi ye nyina ye Ghana for probably e bi cry enemy tua taxes ne eti nyon se open Blasters asemo pay individual players bi asemo to the point that ye kan masempe na akoye se wo tie wo mo me meta Blasters me be bubi me ye Blaster player bi afiri mu a me na me kwa akobo. What do I stand to benefit from hating a Blaster player? What do I stand to benefit? Me ndie na film. Dear na the Blaster player bi who can asem so anya de. Now who can asem say ye nyini film a. What do you stand from so benefit from that? Unu bi na akobo. You don't benefit from any of it. Ni nyina ni say in the supreme interest of the Blasters no. Yen for personal interest in tonchen. Yeah, personal interest, you know. Therefore, the bigger responsibility lies with the FE. Oh, you are the managers of the national teams. National team, you know. I bind ya, I bind ya, yen the national team, yen India. Yen to me manage. Any idea someone manage. Direction na mode Ghana football econo. Any Blasters econo. Blasters econo, and you seem not to even identify the problem. Talk to them and listen to them. We are on the wrong path. Bring back the love. Ghana football is back. Ghana football is doing well. Ghana League is among the top 10 in Africa. When you know very well, Ghana League, you know, and this is the net here 10 years ago. Most of them at the bar national team, you know, and they qualify for the 2006 World Cup. You know. When we had our best World Cup, best World Cup, you know, and it was 2010. Do you know why? Because again, near under 20, Aquaquaji the World Cup the previous year in 2009, and now you players about a main national team. No, major problem. The day was there. Ajamambedu was there. Several key players, Jonathan Mensah, all of them. you migrate you from the under 20 to the Blasters, and they can players or more Blasters or more Omunko Bimra, and the Yakofa progression. What is the succession plan? We are failing to plan, and once we are failing to plan, you are planning to fail. Fail one, and your first time in it. And me say, let's be honest to ourselves. Ghana football is sick. Ghana football is going down. Until we begin to admit that we are sick, we are not going to seek for treatment.
Yenche coaches no after the game, Carlos Queiroz, edit to just say, also Colombia team no na omo better edit chain.
Intense game, tough game, both teams, and the essence I expect. When we start the game, as we expect, we start the game with full speed, with a lot of intensity, passing, and we try to run something to Colombia and stop them. But unfortunately, the goal came too early for us. It was a difficult moment for us. We lost the ball right back. The second player was not on top of the game. It took some time for us to adjust and recover from that substitution. Where exactly the goal came in the moment that we tried to.
I don't want to sound no any too clear, but then now coach Carlos Queiroz and I team how better. The Colombians were now. Also, to just say, so kind of tournaments like this, no, you hear more experienced players.
Yeah, the Ghana team, it's a very young team. We need more experience and especially we need time for some players to really what we call maturity. When you play this kind of competition. In this level, you can not only count with the enthusiasm of the youths. The enthusiasm is nice, it's okay, bring you a lot of extemporaneous things in the game, but when it is time to make crucial decisions, for instance, in the middle of the park, you control the ball with the shoulders against the opponent. It's not time to dribble, not time to give 3 touches on the ball, because when you do that, in one game like this, you get caught and you lose ball. And this happens a lot of times for instance, in the game today. Worse than the quality of Colombia, which is a reality. Worse for us was when we play against ourselves. That is something that is difficult to control. We can try to control the opponents with good defending, good organization, good discipline, but it's difficult to play when ourselves we play against us. Back passes that isolate the floor, lost passes in dangerous.
Right, I'm for Coach Carlos Queiroz, and now sounds to just on the earlier substitution. Brantia friends and Marvin Senaya, I'll say at the minutes and Sada Ali Seidu, and so ever get into the game. But Jerome Obuku, Eddie Atugasa, game plan, and it's almost winning. Colombia, at the key of chance, and a Maomu, a winning game.
Details of the game, they took their chance. We had a couple of chances we didn't take cards and we didn't win the game. So not much I can say. The game plans to win. Colombia done that. We did it. So congratulations to Colombia.
Jerome Oboku say Colombia for no take your chance. Ghana failure to take our chances. Now chance is creativity. Jerome decided to on a lady say to replace Marvin Sanayano.
I think coming off the bench is difficult. Obviously, you need to be ready. Lady's a great player, and Marvin is too. As you said, it was unfortunate Marvin's injury. The flow of the back four. But I'm feeling enough. We've done a good job. It's good on that side, which is unfortunate. So just need to look back at it and see where we can improve it.
Particularly just as not yet, Kano. Jerome when he said time up. Ali said he didn't look like he was prepared for the game. He was just there and Obai. Jordan, are you the captain of the side? Let's say Ghana team we had a new manager and about a month or two before the start of the tournament. Now new manager ba afei and players ebe adapt to the system ti eba de sana 1 or 2 months no expect say dem ebe click right away.
He feels it's best for the team, and there's nothing to say about it. Because we qualified, we qualified. And you guys, don't forget, we have a new manager. He just came 2 months ago and tried to install his style, and now people are adjusted. We don't just adjust within 1 month or 2 months. It doesn't work like that. We have to accept. We came here, we could see that defensively we were better. Defensively we were better, but then we fell short a bit offensively. So we have found the right balance now. It's all about work, and the manager needs time. He's a very good manager. You need time for him to do his job, and fully. Things will be better.
See, Jordan, so time I coach in the bar, now a better time. Go now, and players be adapted to the system. Now, we are not together. Also, on one case, personally, ne hopes and it's a coach Carlos Queiroz. Ebe stay as Ghana young coach Jordan.
It was being positive, obviously, to be honest, he's done a great job, to come in, and it's not easy. I've been in the game for a while now to know that sometimes you need 5 months, 6 months to understand your ways, and he came in, and after a month or two, we started implementing what he asked us to do, and we went well at some point, but at some point we fell short, so like I said, definitely he needs more time. I hope he stays. I personally hope he stays, because for me or her, I just feel like he's the right person to take us to the next level, to the next step. He's the I wish he could have had a better ending, but let's see what happens in the future. He's so I don't want to call names, but you have enough quality players, and we just have more belief in ourselves that they can do it, And one of the person is after we don't speak after a defeat. There's no point of speaking that much. The most important thing is that the boys, what is needed, to congratulate them and to analyze what went wrong, what went on well. That's the most important thing. My future is not important. What is important now is to go on holidays and just rest and do what next.
I know a captain for the Black Stars of Ghana, Jordan, are you? And you think once a game I send a message say, oh Jordan, you una bet you coach. Man in the what's your coach? Jerome, I can't say Colombia for it take you much chances to that.
I'm sure no bono. Obobi Bow and Ribi. He ain't take chances. He criticize. You do not even have a shot on target. Ozi he ain't take chances. Born one mobimpo. Born one mobi. Colombia for a greater percentage of ball possession, and I'm saying also biada. And also no pain of the phone who say give me 1-0. Obaka say na close contest. Who say 3-0 crowd here, necessary any pokono bufon from Benno born here boy no. On the evidence of play, now say Colombia for the share be 3-0. Na de bia ye World Cup ye tournament ba ne ku feli ba. And some so mo ka kire before say be tournament no. Ye ku feli ba afi no be ka kire. Anya new coach ne ba ye in a short time na minister ka say ye kwa World Cup.
Aye.
Say, Minister, let us lower down our expectation, because what it takes to win the World Cup, we do not have it. But you want to be Diagro, see a catcher or say Ghana team World Cup, and you'll be happy about it. Me, I make catcher say, me Pabonini. Jordan, say new coach new coach bar. It will take time for them to adapt to the system. All these factors considered, and I'm catching and say, Mokoji World Cup yaba. A Quebeco World Cup, and I'll catch and say, there's a new coach. You're not injured to certain key players in Mintino. We are going to do our best and try say, you better try say, Besho Manani Munyama. And what lower everybody's expectation. But in the face of all these things, we were told by the minister, and when I Bob Mami TB said Ghana kwa this World Cup. I told the minister, say, Minister, you are talking too much. You ain't even this World Cup. In fact, we do not even have what it takes to even win the next AFCON. The next AFCON Krano, Ghana need what it takes to win the next AFCON, because even though Senegal disappointed, border other countries in Ebono. In fact, Andy, let me place it on record. Said the one who are Ghana and Timinique very more. bona ke veda babo no shano mo say 2023 na me say ye fluke no wan hwe ni ke veda say hia bi mu a omeye ho adwuma
ba me mountie minister asem na okan ba mountie bi go unzo interest minister Kofi Adams.
When we started, we were 48. We were confident that we are also chasing the trophy. Now the numbers have been reduced by 16. 32 are going to the next round. We still think that we are heading towards clinching the trophy. Some have started falling out. And I know we will be part of the 16 who will continue to chase. And we will be part of the 8 who will continue to chase. And then eventually to the 2. So that is our project. That is what we are working towards. And we are winning a round of 32 game. And then we go and face whoever is ready for us, whether it is Algeria or it is Switzerland, and then also baptize them and carry on. That's all that we wish for. That's why we are here. We know it is for any of the team that is participating to win, but we are also here to win. And so we are taking it game after game. There's so much confidence in camp, but then they are not complacent. That's what gives me joy. There's confidence. They are not afraid of any opponent. They are not afraid of any opponent. Even though before we moved in here, nobody gave them any chance. They have confidence in themselves.
The first time a minister can't ask me, I disagree with the minister. I went on social media and I saw someone typing, insulting me, say what is wrong if the minister is being optimistic? What kind of wrong optimism is that? Say Missy Kedam accounts me 100 CDs. Now my show boss said I to Range Rover, and you believe it because I wanted to be optimistic. Because I wanted to be hopeful. Minister, it is not every country that comes to the World Cup with the hopes of Babeji. Country 42 na 48 na ba World Cup no. And you be na ba World Cup so Babeji. Curaçao came to the World Cup by not intention of Babeji World Cup ni bi. They came to make a statement. So, men friends, what Jim said, once you qualify for the World Cup, every team be qualify for the World Cup, no, or the plan to win the World Cup. In fact, since they started saying about World Cup, no, only my mind do I do World Cup, no. Only 8 countries have won the World Cup. 8. And about this, anybody bet me outside the 8. A bet my ballroom about the World Cup. Minister. Let's be realistic. When you are telling can some for face reality and based on reality, you talk to the people. We don't have what it takes to win the World Cup, but we are going to the World Cup and do our best. After the World Cup, we are going to sit down, have a plan. So the blasters, in the subsequent tournament, we do not even have a plan for the next AFCON. That is what my worry is. The next AFCON. Andy, what is Ghana's plan of winning the next AFCON? We don't have one. The plan you started to in fact, blaster players echo Flaster House, echo so Mampenibo. So Omanya the best preparation since Omumba Blasters camp, and they were going to the AFCON to win it. Omonya Nana Kufa is our promise, that is when they gave us their worst performance at the AFCON. It is going to win, you are going to do well, and then by mouth, it is by plan. What is your plan? You don't have one. You don't have one. Minister or football person oh, Ghana is going to the World Cup, you are going to win. Now, me, I cannot force you to say wow choice. Believe it at your own peril. But me, nobody can come and convince me say we are going to win the AFCON and expect me to believe it. I will not believe it. Because any realistic, and you knew what it takes to do it. And what it takes to do it, we are not willing to do it. Get Morocco, and oh, they are scouting. Minister, say committee do hold myself for me a committee of former blaster players. We are known internationally as a Mojan, Mike Lacey, and no more. You say in Korano or mobile for Sufron, or minimum form committee. Name Frasian scout for Ghanaian players now. Yawo more baby now, Andy, or more the Ombetimi about Magana. No, let's begin to scout them. Morocco na ebino. Morocco to me first 11. None of the players were born in Morocco. Even Morocco no league in the Ebo or team now. Omo first 11, there is no player from the Moroccan league. I started from Morocco. I didn't because they identify a Moroccan players now. Omuchi akan baby on betima bama Morocco no. And no mo de omaba. Sa 18-year-old boy Boadino someone who I know see akan mo no. We 18 years and the Omo scouting in term. He's playing for them. Yeah, to Chroma says Yankofa di Dinketia any Hawks in Odoy. Then I'm catching. Where we not to say almost the Obu Hazi. But work up your koi. Players na boy and now Mutamata no. Why no ye better than the Dinketia any Hawks in Odoy? The next plan, our minister said, oh yeah, put together a committee of renowned, well-known Ghanaian footballers. Or minister players in Kasa, minister Odi player Kokasa until because Onimo. Until because Onimo. But Michael Essien is a player in Kasa, Obetia Michael Essien because or related to Michael Essien. Onya Samojan Bekasa because or related to Samojan. Eti Anto and Manimu Yedi Andy, Ghana ni team, and ye ni a quiet a Nyakaseni. Be nyaka sieni wuno enkitwa bia no anu ehod mo a ebesi akese na namu. So there is no immediate replacement for players bia and okasa lead to say dunkwa Andy Hwanema. What is your plan? Project be no why our replacement. Unibi. And you know, let's begin to identify Sagana Fona and the Ewoma Buchino, no, they have the potential and no biakeku. No bia ya una buchike ka and the benya no subu kroma say there and enfa kroma say there na. But I can identify a few one of them and the utim say omo the potential bia England and ko expect wonya England or Spain wonya Spain or other country bi wonya other country no and the nanka yen France no mo nkasa ntem ne enhwe the approach and who will lead that project and the anya sadia the next tournament I bet transi ni asa abawalo ni asa kwan say enkosi baby because what it takes to do the right thing we are not willing to take it and the same path we are on the wrong path we are not ready say change direction and sa direction and no e ho resource na obi yenyi unnu ya hodi nkotwa koko
asem now Christian say waka no yeah intensify your scouting because you have bought 2 AFCONs 2027 2028 you will World Cup and so so I think that we need to plan very well now and also Chris I want to say coach you remember not to us you man clear earlier say you man to us so next remember na kwa o man kwa de obeba dem rantem ana me bo Christian say we never to us you man who so to us then no just like now cast out and say me I'm sure say it's only fair and firm say or no so to us then he will know how to go about the scouting and I'm sure say na okay say problem mo many players are pay no money nkoma menya sure say Christian say Carlos Queiroz Fafon Efre Hawkson Odoy Efre Dinketia say look Ghana amame contract say the next 2 years the next 3 years me build a team and my show I know you
yes
me be say you part of project now Hawkson Odoy be wusuniti
nkomo bi wonu ma onum say Sika Akono made an approach to Jeremy Doku and yet the reason why Jeremy Doku decided not to play for Ghana no and yet public negative publicity around the Black Stars and also scare players off yeti kroma say ne say e ko camper ye fe obi tawala ni pakro no afi board no ntimi mo obi boot or the national na ne ho no and those negative stories around the Black Stars no there was a Black Stars coach or call a tournament by Ebeka Chere say Juju or Black Star camp no was too much. Me boa. Sa ankrofo na ya wo mo abuchiri no. Sa de manema no and it scared them. Yenti kroma say mankrofo ma anye dana ko gumu samani. Akoye okura pada keke ya wo hui. Amanfo anye ne so Juju man. Pada man. Eti Ghana fo na ya wo mo abuchiri no hu sa negative stories around the Black Stars and the neighbor. Odi parent ne kasa. They fear say out the neighbor ba one will be the Juju be say no. Sad negative publicity no. Let's know how to manage Emma Bonting. Enyaba Bonting a dey say me be fiase yi. Me ba yedwuma ofiase yi. Na ade amate ne say fiase dey we ye beto oduru a. It doesn't matter the amount of money you promise me, I may not come. Obeba. So refi bi na say if you for there PFM for no sem we near to oduro it doesn't matter the offer, it doesn't matter how the project may be doesn't matter how project and you pay a lucrative, but the fear say obi the oduro be say no ema wo ma sad negative publicity around the Black Stars no. Let's know how to manage it. And a Black Stars are players na come masem no so no, and the new be the number kasa keke. You are a minister or portfolio no so slim Michaelesian, but Michaelesian ne kasa only Michaelesian more than you the minister. Yeah. Let's form a proper committee. Nigeria for ye be na kanu nenu do enwangu kanu nenu lead say you know. Enwangu kanu any player ne kasa the player relate more to one kanu than your sports minister because only sports minister no. See they say the next AFCON no me. I am not a prophet of doom, but over sequence, not predicting what will happen. It's per this sequence, any day I'm not expecting Ghana to do better in the next tournament and to begin to change the way we do things.
Ma memfa Ghana form enchero omagene Ghana form kasa na omunchero omagene on our Black Stars. Yemye phone lines no na yini nkomo. The numbers to call 0240929256 0240929283. Ofra no atwena wagene. Me pacho World Cup no ema na we Ghana na afri mu. Ene Brazil ene Norway 8 p.m. Damiadma ene Canada ene Morocco 5 p.m. Paraguay France 9 p.m. Brazil Norway Damiadmo china. Ti World Cup no ema na we. Yankwa homa no so na ene Ghana for entwetwe enkobo. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Abanye wudi na bia kasa free.
Yo remember me kasa free fi yaso.
Ya ka dia wa hanti ma yenti wonso wadwenkyere.
De maka ni nyina na maka de ne yenka bi. O ma bi ya timu chese enema ku nyina nya papa. Wo be fu se wo pese wo de niema tutu yie ni wa benya tan. Jordan you we no. Me ba cho mo na mo di sports na chi. Abedi Black Star na wona te ya na.
E ba cho da bi.
Nenye de nanti ade obi ye ne nkoyie na yentimi se kiren kan je de nkoyie ti krate gina nchena nkura na umbetima ye ne omonye na dibia modi yakuma di ago one test na da sanimi ti TV ho hwe na se bo we na obegba ama me tena wo se me mehwe wa mehwe wo man ya ye mobbo andi na mi shamu ni na menye aduma
ne da se for a contribution on the show. 0240929256 0240929283. Now at your radio. Hello.
Hello, Andy.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Abanye bacho we didn't be akase free.
Yeah, from akase free amokum. I'm room junction.
Oh, okay. Ya ka dia ha yenti oso de.
Coach no me de munu sa ha omo ayo. Say no be dia. Dentia make us and say on the first match na team share goal. Guy bia me referee oba mo be creating sa chance man.
Thomas Brandon Asante.
Yes. Aso mo bi me boa.
Yeah.
Me nim why coach no aso so players ni bi Jordan de yakana semo aka yani England go an o jira so na o me fine that part no yeah, but my Jordan 10 matches ba ko pe no be no o de Jordan o nya 10 matches ba ko pe enye so obi antan se de me nua na kan obi antan obi because me o sha o sika ne no mbuto but the mine no ana yehwe onyade yamane ntrase wabre players no be pecha onyenya kona be tubi the attitude of the kokona no kura kotu no instead of see nante as on am the bedroom and wafu nya bibi no okofa no urgency dia wo enti wode ye panicha wo kotoje gu fom ensa dansa yem ono a de on fan to ma yen adai now we match with the same say ke stripper wo ya ha ye nakwa ye daddy dream ya okura nkeye Yamin come on.
Yamin can so pa yadasi. 0240929256 0240929283. Hello. Hello. Yes, I'm about to also na position we in into can you adaruma. Mr. Stone no line munya clear. Sorry. Start tribune. Line no enye too clear. Mama fa the next caller. Hello. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
See about you didn't be free.
But me ready to me free for night.
Oti ya chere adwene how so de anything.
But when I can dey no correct through do na o man na yetimu no. And I am paying for 8 nkola.
Timothy etio. Timothy went me now. So hello,
good morning.
Good morning, sir. Udi ni baby akasa free senior.
Actually, your friend is Joseph Apia, so pastor.
Okay.
In fact, Ghana born there. But I said, Omamwa was all bobo. Me, imagine you here Panama. Buy a boy, you know. Press until bobo, it's in Ghana, yet the ball brobo now so bobo, and to the Kuanima. Oh, good Marco Pede. Now, Portugal now between an Aboka also and I say, young Colombia. Now, everybody, one was almost a Colombia man. Tonight, I want Colombia the bit me abo. Andy, in fact, Ghana, you're diminishing crap in terms of footballing. You're diminishing. Now, say, I'm very now, you're to say, oh, Quebec, a lab of the Apcon, not Ghana, and I should be a Apcon, a boy.
And a chine, yeko, a dear and a money banasa. Then you know, penny for so. What you say? Because me, number one, then can you cross a tissy that pool? What you say? And can you cross that pool? And the secondly, Jordan, Obiase Jordan. And to be a coach Jordan, a penny for now more home, and to most of Jordan problem, Nana. Because Obeti may idea my prayer. At I says, we're both first half, second half one. So about second half, first half one ball. Sana was some Jordan. What do you say? No be a winning striker, I'll be so go. What's your mumbo free kick? No over free kick, no what was on question go. Because Mr. Gaffron, you must start the game or ya baby, you couldn't make me before pa. Bono a born no code through. And I referee Tiano, no a fabono. What the cow? No a fabono, now they call. Instead of say, Obeto Bono, and the opponent no matter was I Jabona to center on. Say opponent is Nanti, and San was Acolano Sako to Bono. And to rain in Nano, who did them edit one as a one who did the Tiano. And to name Renaso, when you know Yacola, and to be there doing the best as a man friend. Now, we say, for me, Memina, I say, the code did it, if we dear coyes or one friend, or more moon said, more than one of our Cocoduno. And one no. Come bye bye.
Naminka on salve with see pa and was contribution what they ababeka on na inti the next caller. Hello.
Boss, good morning.
Good morning, sir. But you didn't be a free.
I'm Pastor Frank Lampa and Casafi Canas Market.
Lampa, the inti was adventure.
Boss, as one person can say, coach, you know. Only power. They are missing a coach in the mood. Because I say, election be one man. Any question, power on performance born a program like a queen. Not the world plan, our chance and our banner. Who by ourselves a statue or no?
Now, give another them or play cover no, or don't know confidence. Or 1 lakh, I will be a game now for tournament here, really play, if you no good, sir. But our boy no, or 1 lakh, I saw the need to pull me. Okay. Nah, I'm not disappointed. I'm disappointed. That's that.
Okay, me so me that say anyway there. Also wait me Eddie Baba Minko the next caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Senior Bajodi.
Sir.
Okay. Broncos be bacho. Yeah, can you wa hanti wadaroma. Onso adwenchire into you.
I born on the city, gentleman now or two in China. And say, oh, yeah, very right. But I never come make and say, me back it to my last born or 10 years or no, or into academy. On an amendment, born and he made a statement. Said, Daddy, all midfielders, no, Ghana midfielders, no, what are they doing? And I say, oh, almost try, almost bet. No, no. They are not moving the ball enough. It's what I call already 10 years or what academy in America. No, or not to say blast past cases, because you see boom clicking, wing clicking, after a more bobber say 17 minutes. And they say, you need this to say the yes, and you best scouting for less free. Well, because they did the break for how you're willing. The farmer and I said the acquire the best calcium and another Christian Ekano. Intermediate, my drink a crime, one on say. Yen they give me them because they made no interest. Said the bear that should be no business developer. Me and Ken moment developing the end my back see the chief almost and the almost mass because the sense is a wahane no man wahano almost to me in fact and Magana home about because I need anything. The moment you're interested in can you invite someone more better. Now, me blast already, I mean, person can't want to be a because board ya Bobby like see, you didn't say this in person can't want them cry. This is a crown one the cannon.
Okay. Medasi, all the way from USC, Maryland, and Broccoli and Swatcher. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Andy.
Ebacho Udio. Okay, Nana, what are my into?
The blast that you know, they have so many ways to do. No, because the day captain, why are you? That is, I don't mind say, I'm goes. But free kick giving in a center corner. Let the David Bono center, let the David Bono over to go. If you be in phone, I say when Mr. Bull will book Sibu and then where no can Bono, why you for that? You need to stand the ball. Mona mo control vinti bon mo nyana se mo nyina so ma man shan man passe bon ya no mo ti mo si ya no be ne sa mo nya bo na mo nyina ko ye she o mo e no opponent ni vinti na abo mo passe bon we ti enyi sin na ye bobo abo ko no bobo ni e sha na ye fe en na she Argentina ni Cape I was no nya je ama Cape en na Argentina nyaya na bwana Japan. Ghana catch you. We have so many ways to do. Mama fancy coach. If you player who fancy coach back you say unya bona pass my player and action. Aso mo krada. It's in Ghana and Blasters ne de ye wajuma be lewo say ye wajuma pa de no ni kwa so Blasters ni. Eni kwa so because striker ye wuti men na bo no unya Messi. No, I'm not going to
okay, me so me da sepa me na minti ono so na dwenchire on Black Stars. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
About your program, sir.
About your was Udin.
From K Brown.
Okay. Okay, into
now the woman you know I'm born now, you share any Ghana, football penny phone in a kahobina. Yabra Ghana, Yabra boy, football in a cosano. Because players are Mujina Park, so a bobo. Coach, the instructions are mount. The whole night, Ghana be anywhere that year all night about pie. Not a ball, we are making poor money anymore. We see can hear. Are the player need in a park as well? Yamana, $100 one to himself. Or no, or okay, not your mana could be diago. And pay film penny for so. Ghana penny for football penny for Nama. Football na say be permanent. You omutu omofo. Bye bye.
Me da se pa ene oso dia with me Eddie Abeka. Hello.
Good
morning sir. But you need to be aka free.
Me dianu ko ku me ka so dum se fagam na enterprise.
Kibra ku into.
And the seven day me ensa. Akone your coach was disappointed me papa me nipa ba kwa na me penance empa so betina bat we die me sero mo hwe ma dinti asante no wa mana a me bobo bi after sa Panama game ana tu Ghana problem ba ko so yes ye backline kitabo a ye midfielders no makotete obi asuro so ba beje ball no because je different in sem na ko se be ye no eti I line backline kitabo sa da aje kolon yen chese ye hu de ye ni mu hon so a ye be ka se ye wingers nya cross a papa be wi abedu ani mu na bo ye twam Jordan ye sre no om ye nsira no no wonko we andi na bo ya asem nyo twa fa po ye ni mtika ye striker papa bi hala mo anko mo mese papa be wi abedu ho na bo na twam
o ha de papa no
Jordan you na di wan bi na pa ya fi ma ya mna fi na mai sai ne mani mun nyam nya bi
me da hey asep the papa hello
Andy.
Yes sir, good morning sir.
Good morning Andy.
The what you doing senior?
Big stuff for Kodia.
Okay, enjoy.
I'm not born in the area. In my peninsula, then you see, many in kitchen China, you know.
Kafra.
Bono, I'm Christian Casano. One share a quite good fast by and the player to be blamed a Caribbean. Meaning, the ball neighbor, no, in a hawk, and share a chain, a bones a ball, a back, boom, in a hawk. And the also coach, you know, meaning same thing, you know, say a Christian NTA, coach in Wakasa, Wapaka, Idian, Bandy, and was say a prayer will only pray when it is necessary. It's no other media I need so. Coach Nakasa. And if I wasn't the prayer, so much park, so going on, necessary, and no more bottom. As the prayer will be only needed when it is necessary. And to whom you know, needed. And this is a name.
I'm not Jordan, but Captain Bam, you know. We back home, the back was our core bench. Okay, I'm in fact, we not in and wrap here. Hello,
good morning.
Yes, sir, good morning.
I'm from Mumbai.
Thank you, pardon.
That must be a good family. My name is Toby, taxi driver.
Okay.
I no pay here. Ghana is on the Okasa who can run Wakadi. Say, Nampen Fono Mudi any more say we are some police say Tinkalak and Kayaka Fire and can even say Benjamin Sari Nanka, like one because Samas way analysis, dear was say, Mose Mupe power Chimbo. At the born a banner so much, say Kipa and Audience over Chimbo. By Benjamin Sari with the more born in manus. Think I keep our ball manus and keep our ball banners to be best any than Cadian and Kay. And also Koda Oko and answer pro league now. I can't say Saudi Pro League now. Benjamin Babunsu, you go contribution, go and assist a ball 10. Thomas Asante, Coventry City, or can we no qualified to Premier League? You go contribution a ball 10.
omumi enu wo ho akwa player ono Leicester ho no kra onya bi mu anya se time no onya bi mu no echire no kra no ne team sakro relegation quarter division ono mo mu gina pitch so atumi abo almost 79 minutes and when no mu di ball na nim ni de ukasa wo kasa bibra aha wa no betie o bebre na film kona o mo mpeni fa from the team na nim ona o mo nko fa ko media agro no ba bia me hwe bandi e bo be fo na nko da so tia wonte o mo ndimi ngura da mu
yes
o mo hwe no see taxi driver manti me anabi na me na ma me tell menti nya yankopon fasa mana na ni kokum kakra bia sa sama ba because of Ghana Blasters so mo nya ne ma yi na o mo ye ne ma yi a ye nyina ya kuma di akire
opinion so una na oni betimi akwada no akwada kakra why
me koda ndi ma pon kra me
no anu koda kakra medas pa okay right no dey tell no nyina yen wrap up na afi no yes yenko da kakra because okay ni na tumze ya fempa na abisi this time na and my wish Mr. Carter a happy birthday Christian and a common Carter birthday.
I know the see bisa no. Umpi no obi birthday anko yi wan dia best see.
Also no pele finally our nationalize dia ma.
Santima mpon. No shey fa bombe no shey no nchire ni ento ano.
Onka ho. So no do obi be onka.
Masa, so wontimi nka nchira manfo bia enum de within the circles in the sense of boy man any team cut eto team
now who da worry of what if you are no munya of if you are no munya we
ya nshira no
happy birthday to you bro. You've been a brother since day one and thanks for being you. Happy birthday to you brother Sanso and happy birthday to Winifred. We Ifri Benedict. And we'll see and wish you a happy birthday. We'll say may Lord grace you with greatness. Happy birthday to you, Winifred. Yankopon Shao. Sanso and I will say happy birthday and from Mr. Solomon. Anna ne Frempon. Dia do ade friend no Yafu. Na unze Mr. Solomon darling po papa
sa
po papa no Yafu
biological father
darling po papa no
oi
yeah
answer ni papa ni papa wa
pass my cow
darling po papa wa na ni na mai o se wangi usila o ye shoti
daddy Mr. Solomon Anna ne Frempon from your son darling Paul Frempon and the man with more one giggle. Daddy, happy birthday to you. May God bless you. Happy birthday, Kwadiama Nana Ama a champon of Tetewe family. Nana Ama and your birthday from Tetewe members. Nina almost young show a happy birthday. Almost a Saturday birthday in your party. Na Bibianya Kama. Happy birthday to you, Nanama. Sanso and happy birthday Kwadiama Dr. Louisa and cancer. Na Dr. Louisa Juma Ewa Santemampon Government Hospital and your birthday we free Dr. Isaac Jemfi and we'll see and wish you a happy birthday today. If you happy birthday Kwadiama Mrs. Harriet Pokuapia. Mrs. Harriet Edin a birthday and away if you kunu Mr. Enoch Apia and for the entire family. And almost will show a happy birthday. Timothy, happy birthday to you. And the final birthday, no, Kwadiama Nana Ose Kwesi. Say we kunti hene it was US of A. Nana Ose Kwesi. Kunti hene it was US of A. Nana Piao Onkwaso. Happy birthday and confirm Yankopo Israel. Na Onkoswa and Yonkesi. Christian, yes, you are not in the Kodabi.
Kodana, Nipabre,
and if any sushi Yakupoya, Mamandi, na Biakabia, Edina, and so at me at the Abraham Nabibia, and so it's my Yakama. Come on, Eddie Flu. Tell you for Edamunasi. Some way a part of a year in the Shuni Yakupoya, Mamandi, the best time anybody share.